even know what is happening with my hair.
What's going on, people?
Welcome to Marital Hate. I am Stacey.
I'm Doug.
We are married.
We do not hate each other.
Not usually. Sometimes
That's
a little. It happens like right here on the podcast. Like, and you'll be like sitting there with like your popcorn, or you'll be like, "Ooh, awkward. Should I leave?" But like, invariably you should take sides. And when I say take sides, I mean my side.
That's dictatorial.
It was a suggestion.
I
didn't say, "Oh, if you don't pick me, I'm gonna, I don't know, do something." What am I to fucking do? I don't even leave the house.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we left the house today.
We did. We're gonna get to that. We'll get to that. We had a lot today. So it's we do this live interactive podcast
Weeknights at 8. Aloha.
Of course, there's only 8 people here. Most of them are the fucking people that were here even before we were tonight. Like Master Hater.
We didn't start till 8:01.
Extraordinaire. The what's the word I was using? Immortal.
Immortal. Immortal.
The immortal Hookah Bob is in his house. Y'all, if you don't know Hookah Bob, you should. He's fantastic. Give him a follow on YouTube and TikTok. He'll be your best friend. Because he's like our best friend. We love him. Like, he's just a good guy. It's
like he just showed up one day. He's like a stray.
And Trace is another one.
She is the OG madam of the people.
Tracy is just the fucking, she's the baddest bitch in where does she live again? I forget.
Oh, what was it? Janitor in a Drum.
Janitor
Georgia.
in a Drum?
Yeah. You never heard of Janitor in a Drum?
Georgia.
It was a cleaner in the
Tracy
60s.
From.
Janitor in a Drum.
Well, I'll tell you that Trace is what we refer to as an OG lesbian because she and her wife have been together since they were 14 and 16 years old, and they're like my age. So not quite that old, but they're,
That's a lot of clam bumping.
Oof. I don't think you're supposed to say that.
Oh,
and Virtuit, our friend Jazz, who is like quickly Master Hater status getting there. She says, "Hey yo," and Shortney's here.
Oh,
she
we have a special day for Shortney.
Doug. Actually, our episode tonight is called
Shortney.
I saw Everybody, that. I don't know if you know this, but it's Courtney's birthday. Happy birthday, Courtney!
Yeah, happy birthday! And I will promise not to make fun of you.
Will you sing? You can't keep that promise.
I'm trying.
Sing to her a song. Sing her like "Happy Birthday, Mr. President."
Happy birthday to you, Shortney. Happy birthday to you, Shortney. Happy birthday, Shortney. Happy birthday to you.
Courtney, if that either ruined
your birthday, made your day or ruined your birthday.
Fantastic. I don't even fucking know. And she says, "I love the title. Girl, you should be off celebrating your birthday." What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. This is probably the highlight of her day
it's
right
actually
here.
Super funny because my birthday just passed.
Probably
Tracy's anniversary just passed. Our anniversary just passed. Courtney's birthday is today. My pal Darcy. By the way, happy birthday to Darcy.
Oh, Darcy.
I wish her happy birthday first.
I'm not singing to Darcy though.
Why not?
She doesn't show up every night.
She can't. She has 5 kids. Well, Courtney has 5 kids too. Maybe Courtney's just a better mother. Just kidding. You guys are both fantastic moms, and I'm so proud of both of you. And I love you both so much. And just different friends. Janitor in a Drum, Georgia has Tracy laughing her ass off. Girl, please don't lose that butt. Doug looks like he got some sun today. I did offer to give him some highlighter, but she's
like, should I give you some highlighter so that it won't
I got some sun today too, right?
I got done burnt.
But I put a little highlighter on my nose and my forehead.
I think the rest of me isn't as bad as my face, my damn face, because I was going under the water. I was doing football with some kid. It was good.
We sound like such.
I don't know the kid's name.
Scott. This is the Thrive highlighting stick.
Happy birthday.
Does that look a little less? Hang on. Yeah, you look less like a Kennedy.
I was more worried about my my forehead. Look at that.
You're gonna get stripes in your wrinkles, but here we go.
Happy birthday.
Why are you still singing?
I don't know.
You just want to sing happy birthday in a sex way?
Well, maybe I want to go.
Oh, look at you. You're highlighting your wrinkles up there. We need to blend that.
While these people sit and wait patiently.
Makeup tutorial by Stacey and Doug. Like, people do these makeup videos every day, and like people will watch The whole thing.
I don't know what's happening. I can't even see. Anyway, all right. So we have comments. We have comments up the yank. So
yeah. So Tracy is laughing. Jess Virturit said, "Happy birthday." Shortney is, I don't know. She's blowing her own horn, or is she falling asleep?
She did something with those emoji faces.
She's either like these emojis are very small.
Yeah, they're too small.
They're like little party emojis. I think she's partying. And Hookah Bob says, "Happy birthday to Courtney." They've become like fast friends because, like, all the master haters, people that come to the podcast night after night, they've all become friends with one another. If you're a master hater, you come to the podcast.
Except for one guy, he just sort of creeps. Sometimes he brings his wife.
I can't get over the fact that there's only fucking 13 people tonight. You think it's because the RNC is on?
Oh yeah, that's such a draw.
A lot of people are watching it that I normally don't watch it. And I caught the tail end last night. I actually wanted to check out.
All right, well, let's catch up on the comments.
I wanted to check out Vance's speech, and I did. And then, of course, Tracy's wishing Courtney a happy birthday. Courtney is laughing.
Look at that. She's laughing, crying.
We're bringing you a little joy to your birthday, girl.
She's put her hands over her eyes, but she's still looking. That's essentially what the show is all about.
Yeah, that's really like our logo right there. Tracy says, "Best rendition ever." Well, you know, if you've looked on my Facebook lately, Doug has worn a very seductive
dress. I did. I was very seductive.
He would like
Mr.
lean
President.
over and squeeze himself together. Speaking of titties, boy, we have a story.
There's a
oh Lord, how sweet. And then Virturit said the UPS people say it's a 3-day delivery. I don't know if that includes weekends or what, but I'm excited to see y'all in the shirts. Yeah, we're happy to wear them.
Speaking of shirts, I am representing one Vern Dazel in the Burning Breeze today.
Shut the front door.
We're gonna have to tell them.
Great local band. Get them fucking on it. Doug Gear. Check them out. They do like Southern rock, and then they do covers of classics, but they
have some original stuff. Check it out.
And nice, like super nice guys. And Nico, oh my god, he's just like
he's
I don't even know how he does it.
I don't think he goes like that.
What do you mean, like what?
I don't think he like.
Yeah, he does. While he plays, he goes.
Okay.
Hookah Bob can confer with me. Courtney says she's probably the better mom I had in the closet to watch all while my kids run wild. Actually, she woke up this morning and watched the Gilmore Girls while her 12-year-old daughter made her breakfast with raw egg. Oh, it's kind of a thing, but made her breakfast and looked after the little kids. So
we're getting to you, Mark.
Yeah. And Tracy says, "Where is your solar recovery, girl?" We got her 2 bottles.
It makes
gonna be a Floridian. You
glisten with liquid.
By the way, it's taking like a week to come in. So if you want some, if you plan on going out in the sun, order it now. Solar Recovery. We do not sell this. It's not our product. It's an amazing product. We don't make any money on it. Like nothing. I would like to make money on it though. And then Mark Bryan said it's a bad foundation.
Well, my face is a bad foundation for anything, really.
I don't know what a bad foundation is, but I'm glad you're here.
I think when you were rubbing the highlighter on my face.
Oh, it's a highlighter. I was just trying to look. It's a little lighter than it was. Your nose is a little lighter.
I look leathery.
You know, I think you look glowy.
Like a leather.
I definitely prefer Smiles Like the Sun.
Oh, I was supposed to do that. Wasn't I supposed to do that? I was supposed to do that.
That was supposed to be for tomorrow, but you could do it for Courtney Acoustic right now. Do Smiles Like the Sun acoustic tonight and do the other song.
It's going to sound like crap over here. I don't have my right equipment.
Go get it. All right, Doug is going. I'm going to read these comments while Doug goes and gets that. Mark Rion says, "What's on?"
What's up?
The RNC is on tonight, and I normally don't watch any of that shit, but I was just interested to see what was what. There were some things that were interesting and some things that were not so much. We'll get into it a tiny bit, but we're trying to give a little less energy to that because I think y'all hear enough of it all fucking day long. And he says, "Is this thing on?" Yeah, it just takes us a little while to get to the comments. Just bear with us, please. And he says, "Woohoo, I made it again. Hey, Matthew, we're so glad you're here. Make sure you wish Courtney a happy birthday. She is turned, is it 33 today, Courts?" And then Mark says, "Not a fave, I guess." I think he means not a fan, but I could be wrong. I don't know. And then Hookah Bob says, "Hey, Matthew." Tracy says, "I have one in the main house and one in the pool house. Get it, girl?" And she said, "Is it hazy there?" Well, you should ask that. No, but here's the thing. You know how Doug is going to come over and try to clean his thing, and he's going to do it in the middle of the podcast by using like his shirt or his balls or something, and it's just going to make it worse. So hopefully he doesn't. Well, maybe he does. Do you guys want to see Doug's balls? Because we could. And I will tell you, if you want to talk on the topic of balls, whew, I don't have balls, but I do have titties, and there was a little titty show at the beach today. We'll get to it. And Killing 15 says, happy birthday, Courtney. And Matthew says, hey, buddy. Like,
hey, buddy.
Just fucking, that's the thing about it. Like, listen, tonight, I don't know why there's hardly anyone here tonight, because we've been having like big podcasts night after night. But everybody's like comes together and they're friends, and it just makes the world a bit better of a place. What do you think about that?
I think the world should be a better place.
I think so.
But I was just thinking, Matthew's Hey Buddy. There's one of the sports radio stations I listen to. They have a Hey Buddy, and I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's South Park or whatever. But anytime I see Hey Buddy, I say Hey Buddy.
Pauly Shore used to say Hey Buddy.
Yeah, but this is definitely on a cartoon voice.
Pauly Shore kind of has a cartoon voice. Y'all should start counting how many how many times we spray ourselves. Hookah Bob has been tracking how long it takes before the podcast goes completely off the rails. And last night's podcast was like more like spiritual. It was kind of low key. Doug was in a low key mood. You guys were kind of quiet. And as such, he came in. He was like, it didn't even go off the rails. And because he was fucking late. Because it was early.
That's why he was here before we were.
I got a text message. I got a text message from our pal Hookah Bob, who I love. What are you doing over there? Like Uncle Paulie is how I love him. I just love him. He's great.
We love Bob before, but that's all right.
We love Bob before what?
Paulie. I think,
yeah. No, totally, for sure. He messaged me, official time 8:05 and 31 seconds, a new record for Off the Rails. So we're gonna start doing posts when Hookah Bob has called it off the rails.
HB.
So I think what we'll do is, if it's cool with you, Hookah Bob, is we would take a picture of you or your logo or whatever and make a tile with it. And
he's like the official timekeeper.
The official timekeeper. Hookah Bob calls it off the rails at 8:05. That might be a fun thing to do every night. So you just have to give us a time, and we'll tag you, and maybe put a cute picture of you, and it'll drive people to your page.
Oh, look at that. It's so nice.
Because if you help us, we help you. And Hookah Bob helps us. But if we can help any of you guys in any way, please let us know. If it's on brand for us, obviously. I can't just.
We're not going to go and narrate your safety meeting, Matthew.
Well, we will. Yeah. No, we will.
You people be safe. Listen to me. I am a voice in a box. So he says Micro Cornelius went to bed early last night. Wow.
And he said, happy birthday, Courtney. 2 more years and everything else starts hurting. Truth.
But not in a good way.
Wait till you're an octogenarian like Doug.
Like me, like elderly. I'm old. Shit.
He's old, but he's sexy.
Oh, I'm a sexy old guy.
So you're going to play right now?
Would you like me to?
What do you guys think? Should we? But let's give it a few more. Let's wait till 8:30. Because then
that's called the teaser in the business.
We'll get going. There will be some music in a bit, but we want to keep it. We want to see if we can build the audience a little bit. Doug's going to do a live performance. Maybe Doug wants to go on his music page to say that there's a live performance on the podcast tonight, or his personal page, or I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes, and then we'll share it with other folks.
We shall see what happens. Okay, so we went for the first time ever. Oh, look at that. Sandy Bird, PhD, is on the page. Been reading your posts and joy so much. I'm in Florida, burning daily. Hey, girl.
Is that our friend Sarah from today?
I don't think so. That's a new. Was her name Sarah?
I don't know what her name was. You were the one.
I know. I didn't even get her name. I introduced myself at one point. I know the one kid is Scott.
Micah was the other kid.
Micah, the one baby Micah named Lucas. I don't even know. So here's what happened. What had happened was, y'all know, we have not been leaving the house. Like, I have been so not feeling well. We haven't. Last time we left the house was to meet up with Hookah Bob to see Vern Diesel and the Burning Diesel.
That was the last. Yeah, that was the last time you had taken that Jeep out.
And then before that, like the last time I think is when we hung out with Uncle Paulie. Like haven't been.
The boys were here.
The boys were here, but we only went out like twice because I was not like, they went to fireworks. I stayed home. They went to dinner. I stayed home. So it's been a little hectic. But today we finally got out. We went to the beach. It was much needed, as you may be able to tell. We got a little color. And Hookah Bob says more cowbell.
That's Matthew, but I know they're kind of a couple. So
who did I call him?
You called him Hookah Bob.
I don't even know my own fucking name. And by the way, the weed might be kicking in a little early tonight.
So do we call him Hookah Colvin, or do we call him Matthew Bob?
We call him Yukon Cornelius, and we call Hookah Bob
Micro Cornelius. This is pretty funny.
That's the kid. We call Hookah Bob.
Hookah Bob.
Santa Claus when he's with Matthew, or when it's Christmas time, or he's
right,
wearing his
Well, it
Christmas
depends.
attire.
Yeah.
He has an alter ego.
Yeah.
So we go to the beach. So we get. I had actually great chat with my pal Christina this morning. Shout out to Vitamin C Chiropractic, y'all. I can't say enough nice things about her, but also like if you're looking for supplements, she gives everybody that she works with a discount on supplements. You can like literally just call her and she'll be like, "What do you need?" And she'll talk to you about the best, because you go to the store and you look at the shelf and there's like all these like supplements and you don't know which one's
it's a myriad.
And there's so many supplements that are just like expensive pee. You've heard that before, right? So Christina, Vitamin C Mobile Chiropractic, what she does is she has actually gone to the supplement companies herself. She's received extensive training. Like this woman,
it's a little OCD, but you want that in a supplement recommender.
It's not a little. She's not going to put her name behind something that's not amazing. And I'm telling you, you want to talk about a person of integrity and kindness and caring and compassion. She's just the absolute fucking best.
Just don't cut her off in traffic because she'll let the F word fly.
That's not necessarily true.
I don't know. I've heard her driving around in that van.
I think driving that the chiropractic van in the city of Orlando would make
probably
anyone. Yeah. Orlando traffic is no joke.
It's not great.
And people are crazy. So anyway, she called me this morning and we caught up and I was telling her about that whole picture thing that I told you guys about. Somebody posted a bunch of really bad pictures of me online and she's like, "Why are you letting this bother you? Like, don't give it a second thought. And you're giving it too much energy and blah, 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 blah." So Christina is my Stacy and I absolutely love her. She's such a sweetheart. She inspired me. I was telling her about my struggles with the podcast and the music. And I have decided that we are going to find someone that is going to help us with the podcast and another person that is going to help us with the music. I wonder if I have anyone in mind whose name might be Tracy or
you know what?
I don't know.
She's going to be having a Slinky installed pretty soon. So.
Tracy's going to have a Slinky installed. She's going to have a lot of free fucking time. So, while she's in, what is it? Tub of whatever?
Tub of goo? What?
Tub of goo.
Janitor and a drum. Hang on.
Janitor and
a drum, Georgia.
Is this is the flag.
This is the flag. This is an old ad for Janitor and a drum. It's an industrial strength cleaner.
That's cool shit.
And I would I'm sure it's 8 kinds of
poison, but yeah.
Poison. But look at this. This is good graphic design right here. It's on a forklift. And somehow with the perspective, it looks like a 55-gallon drum.
Very well done.
But it fits in a lady's hand.
But that was done in a long time ago. So that had to be done clip art and photography? Like
probably photography with actually it probably was not easy. They got the angles pretty good there. Did you take that off the screen?
I did because I try not to leave things on the screen for too long.
You can take it off, but I wouldn't. Janitor and a drum is a totally new development for household cleaning. It's got the good housekeeping.
We can't even buy it anymore.
It's got a good. I don't know. Maybe you can. Let's see if we can. Maybe we can go on eBay and get like some old janitor.
I don't even know what to say about that. And Anne's here. She says, "Hello there. I tried to comment on this wrong episode, so come on straight. I thought it was just my iPad. Hello all. Hey girl. Yeah. No. It's hard to Like if you're I don't know how to really know. Right. Like it's live. So I guess if you go to the live tab. I don't really watch it on YouTube because I'm kind of doing the podcast. So there's that. Let me see if I can. What does it look like?
All right. So you can buy Janitor and a drum, but it no longer comes in a drum.
That's bullshit.
It is bullshit. Customer reviews are very good. This product is not the same as the old Janitor and a drum, which actually came in a drum. That was the first review.
Yeah. I just want to say when I open it, the live shows up right on the top. So I don't know how you're finding it, but I just checked YouTube for you. I only want it in the little drum. It makes me think of the Toxic Avenger.
It does.
And by the way, none of you guys watched the fucking Toxic Avenger, which we were supposed to talk about. When are we going to do that? 1, 2.
Yeah.
That makes me think of the Toxic Avenger. And the Toxic Avenger reboot, not so good. Tell them, Doug.
Oh, they nobody wants to release it. It's like they called it unreleasable. And I don't know if that's because it's like too out there or too graphic or what, but
I am dying to see it. I will watch it 1,000 times. I cannot.
All right, so if you want, you could go on eBay. Sorry, Mr. Plain. You can go on eBay and buy yourself some original OG Janitor and a drum.
For how much?
$25. It's almost full. For that
Almost
price, you
full.
get almost full.
I guarantee you somebody has one that's completely full.
Well, let's see. Let's go back and.
I don't think that it's worth taking podcast time for. But anyway, we went to.
Now I gotta know.
We went to Sanibel because we haven't been out in forever. Oh, so I talked to Christina. It was great. She's super inspiring. Again, talk to her if you need supplements. If you suffer from pain at all, especially if you live in New England, I use mine every day and I live in Florida. Get a Biomat. She sells them. And the thing that's really cool is if you have an HSA or an FSA account, you can use it to pay for your supplements or your Biomat through Christina. So something to think about.
I found one that is 90% ish full. That's pretty close.
90% ish. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And Tracy says, I love your shirt, Doug Gear. Show it one more time.
That is a Vern Diesel in the Burning Breeze right there, baby.
It's a cool
Oh,
shirt.
yeah, good old Southern
And
rock,
actually,
good old
Hookah Bob
time.
has the same shirt. Maybe you guys will be like the Bobsey twins and wear the same thing.
What if he commits a murder, or I commit a murder, and then the other one gets blamed?
Which one of you is more likely to commit a murder?
Probably me. I'm a hothead, Scorpio.
If the Bills lose again, anything could happen.
Mm.
I'm not going to lie to you. By the way, do you guys notice that I'm drinking Clearly Canadian?
I might as well be drinking Janitor and a Drum over here in a 80s retro thing.
It does have sugar in it, and it's not good
It
for
does.
you, but how
It's-
much sugar?
But at least it doesn't have saccharin. Or what was it aspartame? What is the one that's so terrible? It's
They're all
saccharin.
terrible.
No.
No.
Was it equal? One of those.
They're
What was
all
them?
terrible.
Yeah, they're all pretty bad.
24 added sugars.
They actually coat
24 added sugars. So this is just sugar.
well, it's added sugar.
It's just sugar.
It had no sugar
What am I, a
before.
fucking hummingbird?
And the good people in Canada
Sugar water.
said, you know what? Stacy needs 24
Why
grams
can't
of sugar
you fucking stop making things with sugar in them?
because
I just-
sugar
I
tastes
love-
good.
It makes me feel like the
Sugar
90s.
tastes good,
And
and
when
sugar
I,
give you energy.
that's true. But when I get baked and my mouth is all, you know how it gets.
No, I don't
right?
know how it gets.
You've taken an edible before.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yes, you do. Your mouth gets like a little numbish,
No,
or like doesn't.
not really.
I need
just-
something with a
Just
little.
eat some more taffy from that bowl that we have.
Well, go have some fucking taffy. There's a
so
goddamn vat of it.
So,
Read the comments.
you were talking about Clearly Canadian. I was about to go on a rant on something. I don't.
All right. Well, Matt wants to know, when are you going to play your song?
Well, you
Matt?
tell me. I mean,
I said 8:30. I said, wait
All right,
till we have some
8:30.
more
We have
people,
6
so-
minutes till song.
or no song.
No song. And I hope
you
Courtney
haven't seen
stayed
it-
because hopefully because we're doing the song for her.
Court, are you here? Let us know if you're Courtney. Let us know when you're here. We will play it.
We'll
then.
play it.
Bob can be a hothead too.
No,
I know a few people that just set him off. Some people set me off too, though. Yeah, no, totally. And the thing that's funny about it is, Hookah Bob's like the biggest sweetheart on the planet. And I think when you're such like a kind person, I like to think I'm like that, and I like to think that you're like that. I think that like when people are awful, it upsets you that much more because you can't imagine that. Like Hookah Bob, I cannot fathom that anybody would be mean because he's such a good guy. And I think it's like really discouraging for people in the world because other people like can fucking suck. And Courtney says Cottonmouth. I wouldn't really call it Cottonmouth.
well, Tracy, yeah, that's
Tracy, sorry, I'm having a hard time being in person today. Tracy said Cottonmouth. It's not really Cottonmouth because I didn't smoke weed. It's more like the weed was in my mouth and my mouth is like a little numb and dry from the cannabis oil because it does that. I don't know how to describe it. It's a little different than Cottonmouth.
it's great for. Never mind.
And Tracy says, "Oh, it's the perfect segue to the FMK with Trigger Girl." Oh my God, we should totally talk about that. Doug, do you need security first?
No, I think I'm good. Let me sweep the roof over here. No, all good.
Oh my God, you did not. And I just saw
Everybody else
something-
makes jokes about it.
something about the Senate hearings today or whatever, and they knew 10 minutes before Trump even went on stage.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how long they
He was
got
in the fucking Senate hearings today.
Oh yeah, they never lied to you.
It's not that they never lie to you,
Here she
but,
is. She, every day she's like, they
No,
lied to you.
but
They're
why
full
would-
of shit.
why
Nobody
would-
knows.
why
the
would
truth.
they admit a colossal failure like that? That's fucking ridiculous. I don't know who was in it. I don't know who did it.
They still haven't solved the whole JFK. They're still working on that.
I'm sure that it's solved.
Oh, yeah.
Solved. You don't have to solve something you did. Like if I'm like, hey, look, somebody threw that bottle of nipple cream and like, oh, what mystery solved? Look, I threw the bottle of nipple cream. I was the one who fucking did
I
it.
think we need about $4 billion to investigate the nipple cream throwing incident.
Oh, yeah, let's waste a bunch of taxpayer money. That's what we do in this country. Trigger girl, ha ha ha. Well, wait till you see. I'll pull it on. And she said, I meant security from the groupies.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
He can barely keep up with me. He doesn't have time for groupies. I did tell him that after I die, he can get his dick sucked as much as he wants.
Oh, yeah. This is the whole thing. She said, if she dies, I can get my dick sucked all I want, but I can't have sex with anybody.
No.
In any hole, any other hole.
He can't.
I can't
do
eat. Yeah.
No.
What am I? No fingy? No fingy bang?
You can do ass if you want. You can do ass, but no vagina at all.
Wow.
You're not allowed to even look at another vagina or tits.
What if I it's a passing glance?
Just watch.
What if I go to Matthew and Tuka come down, take me to a strip club?
No.
With midgets.
If it's got midgets, that's different.
Well,
I've already given you your midget hall pass.
She did give me a hall pass for a midget.
Yeah, So Hookah Bob, you're a little late to move into Florida, but Fort Myers had a strip club that was completely knocked out by Hurricane Ian. And so the licensing in Florida, the way it works is you have an entertainment license, and if you don't use it for so long, you lose it. So they don't want to lose it. They built a tent.
Like MASH.
A tent. And they had a strip club in a tent. And our friend Chris went and told us all about it. But this strip club we were familiar with because we like to read strip club reviews as we pass them on the road to see, because they're usually pretty funny. And there was a midget there, or a little person, who gave a guy a hand job and stole his wallet.
Wow.
And I told Doug he could have a hall pass for a midget hand job. And I'm really hoping to go with Chris to a strip club at some point, because last time he went, a lady had her butt plug, pulled it out, put it in her mouth, sucked it off, and shoved it back in her ass. Then she squirted breast milk in his mouth.
We haven't heard back from him.
We went to Catholic
He's probably
school.
In a clinic.
Chris and I went to Catholic school together. And so that's how that's going.
Yeah, he would get along with this crowd for sure. I will. What was I going to say?
Read the comments.
When you were talking about, like, they put up a tent for the strip club, right? Yeah. And the pole was only adhered to the ground, so it wasn't even stuck on top. Sway. So it was going back and forth. And so when you said that, all I thought of was MASH, right? Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what does MASH stand for a strip club?
Yeah.
Much ass and snatch hoopla. I don't know. I was trying to come up with
ass and we should have made them a sign.
Midgets, ass, snatch, and hoopla.
This man is a branding expert. By the way, that is a Cuban tree frog. They're invasive.
You know what? Send him back.
Matthew says Doug
build that wall.
Matthew says Doug is a very attractive man. Hell, I'm even attracted to hit that great haircut.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
He is so overdue for a haircut. It's not even funny. I tried to do it last Thursday. I might even just whip out my clippers while he plays his song on the podcast. But today, our friend Peter, who was a guest previously on the podcast, Peter Lancelletti. He's an author and a character and a half. Peter did offer to have a throuple with us, and he said that he bounces to attention whenever he sees my boobies. Like, whatever.
No, he says he gets an erect member.
I don't remember his exact
words. I think
but...
that's what he said. He said anytime he sees your titties, he gets an erection, and he's a gay man.
No, but he goes both ways.
Oh, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
He offered to be a throuple with us, so something to think about. I do want to do the FMK because if you guys saw something on our Facebook that you want to talk about on the pod, or anything that we've done, or anything that you guys want to talk about, just let us know, because we're happy.
So Hookah Bob said the poop hole is the loophole, and then he said that we went off the rails at 8:28. So we were 7 minutes later than the previous.
You know what? We're doing our best. Okay, so here was our FMK for today. And I thought it was a damn good one. Thank you very much. We've also been having fun with the celebrity endorsements. FMK, here on the far left, we have the Huck Tua girl. Mm-hmm. Huck Tua had, if you're not familiar with Huck Tua, she had suggested that she would huck and Tua on a penis to make a man go crazy. And this is the Catch Me Outside girl. She was on Dr. Phil.
Do you know that tons of like prepubescent girls are going to have their first experience with a penis? And that's what they're going to do because of this girl? I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm telling you that women all over the place are doing this right now.
Yeah.
I have allergies and cold issues. It's not going to be like, oh, here's like an extra bit of spit. It's going to be like a clump of mucus.
I just threw up in my mouth.
It's not attractive. It would be, remember today we were in the pool and scratched my eye and had this big chunk of green mucus. Yeah, that's what you would get. Do you want me to huck Tua on your dick? I don't think so.
I'm good with that.
So in any case, the
So it was-
Haktua girl. So the chick in the middle is like Catch Me Outside.
Catch Me
So she
Outside.
was
How
on
about that?
Dr. Phil, and they're basically like, this girl is out of control, and she was mouthing off to the audience, and she goes, "Catch Me Outside. How about that?" And it turned into a fucking viral sensation.
But was it from that song or was the song after?
She made the song after. You know how much this
Okay.
this crazy bitch is worth now?
I kind of don't want to know.
$50 million.
Are you legit
I am
for reals?
I am too legit to quit.
I'm sorry. That's
You know,
she could buy a lot of janitor in
just-
the drum with that.
I think she's bought herself a janitor. She probably keeps him in a
Has
closet.
her own janitor.
She probably bought herself like a kid straight out of prep school and hired him to clean her toilets with $50 million.
How did she get that much money?
Because she's done all kinds of crazy shit. So the Haktua girl, and then also we had the Catch Me Outside girl and the Triggered girl.
Well, this one from 2022 says she was worth 25 million,
Yes.
which is still ridiculous.
But I Googled it myself, and I know
That's
you can
crazy.
you can't believe anything.
Oh,
your
there's the
wife-
50, yeah.
You can't believe anything.
But how'd she make her money? I'm more concerned about how she made the money.
Because she had a song and she spun off from things. She's done all kinds of shit.
Oh, now she's a rapper, Bad Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of Bad Barbie.
That's her.
I didn't know that was her. Okay, all right. Well, hey,
Mm.
that's how she makes her money. Maybe I'll need to catch somebody outside and then become a rapper.
I don't know
Bad
that you're gonna be
Dougie.
becoming a rapper, but I would
What
like
would
to
my
see.
rap name be? Bad Dougie?
It would be bad.
Doug
I
Baggy?
don't even know. But here's the thing. Oh, let's see who's. So I said fuck Huck Tour. Mary Cash Me Outside. Cash Me Outside is she's a terrible person, but or maybe she's changed. She's a mom now. But the Huck Tour girl seems delightful, but I don't know how much money she's going to make off the Huck Tour. I think it's already over.
Doesn't matter.
And then, although Huck Tua is running for president in 2024, they're selling T-shirts left and right, and I'm all for it. And then the Triggered girl, she needs to go, and I think for a lot of reasons. That's my opinion. Trace said, "Fuck Huck Tua" because she seems like she might have some skills. Mary Catch Me Outside girl because she seems like she would always have my back and kill Triggered
Should
girl
always have a
because
bag
I
of
ain't got
treats.
time for every little thing setting her off. Yeah, this one, Jess wants to fuck Catch Me Outside because she's for the streets anyway. She's gonna marry Huck Tua because I want to forever be pleased. And Kay the psycho
Nice.
and Hookah Bob says marry Catch Me Outside because I'm tired of struggling. She is rich. F Huck Tua and Kay the sane one.
Okay, there is a sane one in there?
The not sane one. Sorry, he said the not sane one. I think that the Huck Tour girl seems like a nice lady. The rumor was, and I think we even said this on the podcast, is that she was a teacher and she lost her job. She works at a spring factory. No
Yeah.
longer. She quit.
Oh, that's good. I'm looking up the words to "Smiles Like the Sun."
So because you don't know the words to your own song, you guys can't.
I don't know what's the.
Oh, Courtney's here.
Yeah, Courtney's
All right,
here.
good. Courtney's back. So Courtney, we've been waiting for you so Doug can do his song. She had to put the kids back in bed. She said, yes, back to bed. I told them as a gift to mom, we are doing early bedtime. I gave them a new movie and sent them their way. Dude, just give them a little Benadryl. They'll be fine. Do not do that. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Just don't do that.
Don't do that. But give them a nice Epsom salt bath. That'll put them right up. That'll knock them right up.
Trying to find.
And
What's the last verse in that thing?
you don't know the last
I don't know
verse
the
to
last
your own
verse.
fucking songs? What are you like? Lip sync them every night so I don't get.
When was the last time I played this song?
We all just want to be big rock stars, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We all stay busy because we just don't sleep. Oh, it's skinny because you just won't sleep. I don't know the fucking words, but why does everybody hate Nickelback? I love Nickelback. He's pulling up the lyrics.
I gotta pull. I
To his
don't.
own
What's
song.
what's the last line there?
And Jess says, yeah, I had to get my kid back to bed too. LOL. All right, you're pulling it up. You don't know the lyrics. To
Well, no,
all the
that last
songs.
line there. What's the last line there?
Smiles like the Sioux. Doug is typing the name. I
All right.
I keep looking at the wrong computer.
Smiles Like the Sun, Doug Gear, right? All right. So what's the
See lyrics.
yeah, right here.
Can you guys believe this? He's not. He
don't
doesn't
know.
have a drug problem. He is not in.
Oh, hits all the curves.
intoxicated
That's
and
what it is. Okay. All right. I'm good. I think.
Well, maybe leave them on screen in case
Well,
you need them.
maybe. All right.
You guys, I can't hear this one.
What do you want me to sing? You want me to sing or you no song?
I
Song
wanna-
or no song?
Song. I'm going to put it over here so we can still see. Or should I I'll go off screen. You go do your thing. Get in the middle.
Now I can't know. I don't remember the first verse.
The lyrics are right there.
A vision of style and grace walks in the room like she owns the place. She lifts me up when I'm feeling down. She's about the best thing that I ever found. Well, it smiles like the sun on a perfect day. Every kiss that she gives takes my breath away. Makes me feel like I'm invincible. Yeah, she's nothing short of incredible. Made up my mind to make her mine. I did her time. Lights up my life like the 4th of July. Heart as big as a Texas sky. Lives every day like it's the last of her life. Outside the stars on a clear summer night. Well, it smiles like the sun on a perfect day. Every kiss that you give takes my breath away. Makes me feel like I'm invincible. There's nothing short of incredible. Made up my mind to make her mine. Did her time. This feeling that she gives me, I hope it never goes away. And if she feels the same way, I make her mine. Did her time. It's all the curves, if you know what I mean. Hers like a stroking board, well-oiled machine. Stacked like a deck in a fixed poker game. She knocked a preacher man straight on his knees. Yeah, her smiles like the sun on a perfect day. Every kiss that she gives takes my breath away. Makes me feel like I'm invincible. Yeah, she's nothing short of incredible. Yeah, her smiles like the sun on a perfect day. Every kiss that she gives takes my breath away. Makes me feel like I'm 10 feet tall. She's amazing and utterly beautiful. Yeah, smiles like the sun on a perfect day. Every kiss that she gives takes my breath away. Makes me feel like I'm invincible. Yeah, she's nothing short of incredible. I made up my mind to make her mine. I did her time. Oh, thank you. That's for Courtney. She wanted to hear
Happy
it.
birthday, Courtney.
And
You
that's
get to
what you
hear it. And yeah, that's my song, and I cry every time I hear it, which is a problem because you guys keep requesting it. But let's just keep doing that because we can go right now on our phones to 239-314-4104 and request it once again. Sorry to the neighbors. Hey, I wonder how the because it seemed like the guitar was really loud, and I wonder if they could hear you.
Oh, maybe they heard it and hey, that's a guy from the radio.
And I wonder if you it was interesting how you talked about he goes just like this, stacked like a deck in a fixed poker game, and turns and looks at my tits.
Because you're stacked.
12 years together. 12 years. He's still, yeah, he can't help him.
Listen, Facebook, I own the goddamn song. Wrote the goddamn song. So we have, well, I don't even know where we started here. I don't even know this. It goes way up here. Oh, sorry. Then
so many calls.
Courtney met Nickelback, which is, let's get back to that. Courtney, Jess is jealous. She Jess loves a live show. Is that a live sex show or a live band show?
Either way.
Okay.
Courtney is blowing her little streamer.
Oh.
She's very excited for her little birthday celebration. She's loving it so much. And just as raw talent. Yeah, I'd like to think so. Jess, I don't know if you've heard Doug's album, but it's Doug Gear songs 1 through 10, and it's on all of the platforms.
It's even on Amazon. You can get it delivered to your house. No, I don't know how they delivered to. Probably
I have no idea, but it's there. And Jess says Derek Bones. I think Bonner. I think
I
she's
don't know
tagging friends.
Oh,
And
oh.
Courtney is rocking
Well, she's
out.
rocking out over there.
And then Tracy says so much talent.
It's raw talent, by the way.
And Tracy's she's just doing emojis is really what it comes down to. And she might have just told her to suck her dick. I'm not really sure what those emojis mean because you need an emoji to people translator.
Right? Yeah, we're old people. We don't know what's going on.
Jess is here wishing Court a happy birthday, and then Hookah Bob is saying clap, clap, clap.
Yeah,
clap.
like a golf clap.
But
like, yeah,
meant,
nice
I don't
try.
think he was like,
oh no, I think he was like, yeah, nice try, old man.
Courtney said, "I'm emotional. That was wonderful, you guys. Thank you so much." Oh, girl, I love that.
Birthday present.
I wonder if Facebook is going to get him for copyright of his
exactly.
song. They don't care about the little guys. Let's be
no.
serious. And Ann says, "Awesome job." And she said, "No, we could hear you just fine. It was wonderful." Oh, good. I was just worried that his singing was quiet because that guitar packs a punch. You know who bought him that guitar? This bitch right here.
Why did you buy it for me?
Because you were taking care of me. I was sick. You remember that?
I do remember that.
I was like, here, I bought you a guitar. Fuck off.
And here's the thing. It's a Gretsch. Look at this right here. It's a Gretsch. And I always wanted a Gretsch, and I never owned a Gretsch.
To show them your little triangle.
Oh, and then the cool thing about this guitar, you probably might know, it's got a triangular hole, not a round hole. So it's a very, very cool guitar.
What would you have done if the neighbors had yelled, "Play Freebird"?
Hey, shut up.
I think you should not do that. I think you should put it in a safe place.
Maybe I'll just go put it away.
That would be wise. And maybe when you bring it out again, you should just bring the stand. We have like 50 stands. Why not just leave one out here? We have like 50 stands. Y'all. Courtney says, when I met Nickelback, I was 14 and working in an ice cream stand at the Missouri State Fairgrounds. They bought ice cream for me and I got their autograph. That is so awesome. Okay, so first of all, I don't know why people don't like Nickelback. Nickelback is fucking awesome. Second of all, I saw Milli Vanilli in concert. Milli Vanilli. Nickelback? I don't even want to hear it. Nickelback is fucking great. We listened to Nickelback in the car today. I was very excited. I actually got the words right then. Matthew says, great singing. Jess says, y'all, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I didn't go today because of depression. Oh, girl.
Do you want Jess, do you want me to get my my dad joke calendar, my dad joke calendar? Because that will cheer you up. It'll cure anything. Oh, wait. I cured a spine problem with a slinky. I'm sure I can do something for you, Jess.
So Jess, if you want to talk, just like, let's just do a call or something. I've been like, we were out today, but like we could do a call or whatever. And like, I'm going to be really baked after the podcast, but I might be helpful.
She's asking for dad jokes.
Oh, she wants dad jokes.
I'm gonna go get them. But
I'll
curate I love you. Them.
I will let him tell you a dad joke. That's how much I love you. And Jess wants dad jokes. I don't even know what to say. Courtney says, I used to get to sneak into all the concerts because the stage boys had crushes on me, but only met a few folks. Doug meets everyone at every concert. It's ridiculous. He's met like the list of people Doug met. He met the Clash. He climbed through a window and hung out with the Clash back in the 80s. He I don't know if he's met Kiss. He's met Tom Jones. Honey, we're going down your musicians that you've met list. You have quite a few.
Yeah, I met a bunch of people.
We'll tell them because we're having a good time.
Well,
Matthew,
the big ones were
Matthew, whatever you put, we can't see. Did Milli Vanilli actually sing? No.
They did not sing.
And I have to apologize now. I sent Doug a Facebook message with dad jokes. And they were funny.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Don't
Tracy.
yeah. But this is 360. As my son gave me this 365 days worth of dad jokes.
I'm pissed at him too. You and Wes are both in the fucking doghouse, Tracy.
I think I read some of these already.
Spend time with Wes. He's a nice kid. Minus the fucking dad jokes.
What did one toilet say to the other? You look flushed. Oh, this is one of my favorite jokes of all time. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto.
Matthew sent 99 stars. That was so nice.
Oh, he's so nice. No, Virtuit did. Oh, who did?
Matthew did.
Matthew
Virtuit
did.
told us. That was
that's very nice
of you. Travis Tritt, Keith Urban, Nickelback, and Switchfoot Courtney has met. And Matt sent 99 nice. Stars. Thank you, Matt. That's so sweet of you.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto. And why would he have a rubber toe? Like, I don't know that, but it's fucking funny. Why are frogs?
Hey, you two. Hope you're having a good week from Journey with Jen's Faves. I'm having a terrible week. Doug is telling dad jokes. You just missed him singing live, though. I'm covering my ears so I don't have to hear them.
Why do frogs never park illegally? They're afraid of getting towed. TOAD.
I can still hear.
When did a joke become a dad joke?
Now I'm depressed.
When it became apparent. That's some good stuff right there.
Hookah Bob is at home laughing his fucking ass off right now.
Yeah.
Hookah Bob and Jess are like this.
What did the janitors say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies. That is good humor right there. Supply. Oh, here's a timely one right here. This is what concert costs 45 cents? 50 cents featuring Nickelback, who we're talking about Nickelback so much. Look at that. That's crazy.
Now you look sunburned and sweaty. Is that highlighter on your forehead? You look sunburned and sweaty. The bottom line is, and Courtney says, I was going to name Robert's firstborn son Roberto Josue. That's funny. And Courtney says, I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, you probably can't.
I don't think you can. Roberto Josue. I don't know. Roberto Josue. I don't know if I get it. Is that Bowie Kripke from The Big Bang Theory? Is who? I don't know. Oh, Kripke was the guy. Is that what he looked like?
Oh, Kripke was the guy with the speech impediment.
It could be either one of us tonight. We can't form a fucking sentence. Why did the Avon lady walk funny? Her lipstick. Okay, that one's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And do you get the stripper 99 cents? Yes. Thank you so much, Matthew. Well, we assume we do. We're not in there yet, but if there's a problem, I'll let you know. And Virtuit, I love dad jokes so much. LOL. And Jen is laughing and she says supplies. And Jess is laughing.
What do you call a factory that makes okay products? A satisfactory. This is very, very good.
I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, so she said he sounded like him. Oh, you sounded like him. Well, there you go. I'm gonna have to look it up. Kripke. So what do we have? So we went to the beach, and while we're at the beach, so we got to the beach. Finally, take a day to do something for us, and I go in the water by myself. Doug's sitting there, and I'm not even kidding. 5 minutes, and all of a sudden a dolphin pops up right in front of me. Look,
here we come.
What's going on? So we go in the water and we start shelling and we start chatting with this nice family. The one kid screamed help, and I'm like, no, like, and the dad's like, don't scream help. And I'm like, I literally turn. I'm like, I turned to see what your kid needed. And Doug played football with them. We got chatting with them. Super, super, super nice people. And I don't think I remember to say goodbye to the dad because I was having such a time with my shells.
Oh, I don't know. I said goodbye to him. He was very interested in the album, and I gave him the podcast, and he says it's right. That sounds right up his alley.
So. Poor guy. So we made friends with their family, like just this beautiful, beautiful family.
They were nice.
I don't think I got her name. They were with their nephew Scott, and I had a great chat with Scott. Scott was a great little kid. He's 11-year-old. They put through the football. The kids got a great spiral. And we all looked for shells, and we just hung out. It was a good time, and just super cool people. And so we're sitting there and we're catching shells. At one point, there's dolphins in the water. So I'm like, oh, we're going to go closer to the dolphins. So Scott, the 11-year-old, and I go, we go out a little deeper so we can get closer to the dolphins, and they come.
And the mom, who's about what? 7 months pregnant?
Hang on a second. They come like 4 feet from us. And we're like, wow, that's really cool. The dolphins are super close. And they're near us, and like we're close. And we keep seeing them over and over, and we're super excited.
Yeah, and there was more than one.
There were 2. Yeah. There were 3 that we saw, and then we saw 2. And then all of a sudden, back on the shore, go ahead, tell them.
Well, she's pregnant out to here, right? And she's got the 1-year-old.
She's due in September.
Almost 2-year-old. And they're playing in the water, and this thing comes up.
Practically beaches itself.
It
rubbed up against her.
Wanted to know about the pregnant lady.
Well, the thing that's interesting is there was actually a man who did dolphin-assisted deliveries. They did these deliveries in the water, and the dolphins would literally surround the woman, like swirl around her and use sonar, and she would have a fucking pain-free childbirth.
Hang on, I have an idea.
Yeah,
we might have to get some dolphins for a menstrual tank. And maybe the echolocation will ease menstrual cramps.
It definitely would.
Can't hurt.
I'm telling you, when I go in the water, I always feel like they're healing me to some extent. My lymph nodes definitely drained today, and there was definitely some stuff going on under the water. There was also a manatee there, so we're catching shells. We're talking to these nice people. This dolphin practically beaches itself. There's a manatee, which of course after the last time we were there, where someone drowned, like it was much better experience.
It's much better today.
And of course I did. Well, what is that? I did some shelling.
She
today.
did, and we forgot to bring the shell bag, so she had to overdab.
Doug originally helped me by putting things in his
I put stuff in my pocket, but then I went in.
But so this is the video of it. You don't have the audio on this, but you'll catch it on. It's on TikTok right now, and it'll be on.
So she's got this little
Facebook.
pouch of marsupialness that she's pulling. All right, so she's pulling stuff
Shells.
out.
Yeah,
and then I realized that I'm just showing titties, so I figured I might as well just lean into that.
He did. He just like literally Doug as cameraman. I think I might just start an OnlyFans where I do nothing but go to the beach, put shells in my top, and then take them out. Put them in my top, take them out. Put them in my top, take them out. And by the way, I still found more shells after this. Like I was just digging around in there. Like I just had to reach right inside my puss to pull like out that shell right there. It was in there, but I was going to use it as like a diaphragm, but I don't have a uterus, so I didn't.
Well, then there's no.
But it was up there, so there you go. And so here is all of the stuff that was in my swimsuit.
She's still digging. She's still digging.
Oh yeah.
Over there.
At one point, he was like, "I don't think we can show that," but I watched it 3-4 times, and there was there was absolutely no nipple. Why does it seem like it's darker out here than usual?
Because it's darker out here than usual. No, I think it's about the same.
Oh, I was excited about this. Does anybody know what this is?
It looks like coral, or
is it some kind of?
Looks like a
coral?
sponge that went bad.
It could be. I don't know. I'm having trouble seeing tonight. Well, I got this.
What'd you get there?
Any doubt? No, that's not it. It's the thing for your watch. How pretty is that?
Oh, ooh. Right? Yeah, that's what I said, Jess. It was a dried sponge. Sponge gone bad.
I don't think it's a dried sponge.
It looks
because it was in the water. I think,
but it looks petrified. It looks like.
I think it's a different color of coral.
See, I think a sponge, if you would,
because it looks like coral.
I think if you put a sponge back in the water, it would probably re-spongify. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Well, here's a hair tie. That's from the cribbage board. Little lady slipper. Oh, another one of those bad boys. Big old hunk of coral.
Look at this thing.
I like these little ones.
We think this might be a petrified octopus arm of some sort. Look at that.
Coral.
Beautiful.
There are so many shells in here. Look at all these little. Oh, I don't know what that one is. Little fighting conch. And a bunch of another lady slipper. Little herky durkies.
A herky durky. I don't think that's the. Look at as the sun goes down. Look how red my forehead is. It's like
a little.
Olive. I look like George Hamilton.
Have you seen olive before?
Oh, the olive is actually very nice.
Actually, the little boy, because I gave those. Oh my God! So we're going to the parking lot. Of course, I have ducks in my Jeep, and we got 3 ducks today.
They squeak.
So our ducks squeak, and so they're going out to their car, and I go, "Do you guys want some ducks?" And I gave these kids squeaky ducks. They're like, squeak,
and as we're driving out of the parking lot, you hear.
It was the funniest thing. There's the olive. Oh, I have one that's like half open. There was nothing in it, but it was like connected. I hope it stayed together. And there's so many shells in here.
This one's together.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Don't pry it. Don't pry it. But there was nothing inside. It was so cute.
Nothing inside, but it's cool. It's cool as hell. Look at that thing. Look how giant my hand looks. Look at me, giant hand man.
There's so many. There's just so many. We have such an amazing shell time. I'm just excited. But there's like a granola bar in there.
Granola bar. Well, we didn't have granola bars. Did you have a granola bar in your swimsuit?
Maybe it's a turd. No, there was an RX bar in here, and I think it might have gotten.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Might have gotten loose. In any case, shelling at the beach.
It was a good old time today.
I'm telling you, there's like a whole chunked up. It was a good time, and
the water had to have been close to 90 degrees. It felt warmer than
you have to understand about the water here. It's awesome going swimming, except it feels like you're swimming in pee because it's so warm. Look at that. It's just like this perfect white shell. It doesn't look that exciting, but it's really beautiful. Because you really can't see the subtle colorations and what have you on the computer, I don't think. Do you think you can?
Not as much, but
yeah, more and more and more. There's so many. Look at this old baby. Old baby guy. He's so cool.
I did have like all right. like look at these cool shells, right? These are like that's a shell, right? Boom, symmetrical. Boom, symmetrical. And then you get these like ghetto clams that are not symmetrical. Like this one,
Chunk of coral.
like this one, it's not symmetrical, but it's nice.
Well, we don't know what they're called.
Yeah,
so
we don't know.
A platypus,
Platypus,
a speckleblock. We don't know what the fuck they're called, but we went to the beach. That's the key point. You can go to the beach too, and if you ever want to come down, give us a call. As a matter of fact, somebody reached out to me on TikTok today, and they're coming to Cape Coral on vacation. She's like, "Hey, do you know where I can score some weed down there?"
No, you did not.
I told her I'd give her some of the stuff from Hookah Bob.
Okay.
So
I don't know where we ended up. I think it was what Hookah Bob said. We went off the rails. What Tracy said, and Jess thinks my
hang on a
menstrual
second.
tank.
Hang on a second. We got the comments. Wait. This should be a nightly segment. Do you mean dad jokes or shells? Because dad jokes,
shells, or Doug playing music.
Doug playing music, I'm totally down with. I am totally down with that. Tracy says, Hookah Bob, I think we went off the rails again. I don't know what we went off the rails with. And Jess says, good idea. And she says, my period's hurt. Girl, you need a menstrual tank.
You need a menstrual tank. Yeah, you kind of came in after my invention of the menstrual tank.
It's on our YouTube and shorts. It's on our reel and shorts. It's on our TikTok and shorts. Or you can just Google menstrual tank because I think that's the only one that exists.
Yeah, it's my my startup venture capital company. It's
It might be there. Period swimwear, blah blah blah.
No, I don't think menstrual tank is probably up there.
I think I hashtagged it.
Menstrual tank.
No, but there's other things called menstrual tank on there, and somehow you're not there.
I don't know. It was genius. There, just to give you the Reader's Digest version, Jess. Basically, you take your garage, and it's like maybe a 5x5 tank. Ladies go in there when they're having their little Shark Week, and they stand in there, and it's like there's bubbles, and it's like and there's nutrients in the water, and then it's soothing. He
took
smell.
this from the idea the Jewish tradition of the mikvah. Doug has decided to make it a menstrual tank.
Well, I didn't even know about the mikvah when I came up with this. So
I told you about the mikvah, and then you came up with it. Yeah. And I'd also like to state that not long before that, on an episode, I had come up with Doug's brother. Do you guys know about Doug's? It's a half whale, half shark, and we were looking for him today.
We would, but all right. So the tank, there's some add-ons to the tank, Jess, that you can get. Certain things that you need, but there's one major one that will take all the iron out of your blood, and it takes a few weeks, but or a few months. But you can make a diamond out of your menstrual blood, the iron in your menstrual blood, and then you'll have a menstrual diamond.
When you're feeling,
yeah. You don't need a man. Nobody needs a man anymore. You just get the tank and get your own diamond.
Girl,
you don't need to be going out to bars and singles clubs and meetups.
When you're feeling sad, go back and watch some old episodes. It'll make you feel better. Or watch some clips and see how you feel. Like if you see a clip, you'll be like, what episode was that from? And we'll be like, we don't fucking know because we don't keep that. This is mildly concerning. I sent 5 cops and fire and rescue with lights and sirens to a baby left in a vehicle. A man saw the child in the car seat, windows up, alone in the vehicle, not running. As soon as my units got on the scene, they said, they send cancel anyone else. It's a Cabbage Patch doll.
It's not okay.
Wow.
I would sue. I'm going to sue the Cabbage Patch. If I'm the town, I'm suing the Cabbage Patch people. Or suing parents of very Cabbage Patch looking children.
I may have gotten myself in a little fucking trouble today. Somebody had a video of it's like a Cabbage Patch place, like where they give away, it's like a Cabbage Patch, like the Cabbage Patch, it's cabbages and the babies are in the thing and you get them. And I'm like, dude, they just need to combine this with actual babies and we wouldn't need abortion clinics anymore. So I'm waiting for the death threats that I'm going to get for that one, but I thought it was pretty fucking funny. Everybody wins. And then of course, Jess enjoys the tittiness. Doug says everybody loves
titties. Gay guys.
Jess says dried sponge.
Guys, babies.
Hookah Bob says it's a sponge. Courtney says boobies. And they were all over the place and not complaining.
Oh, she was not complaining about the boobies running around.
Oh, thanks, girl.
On the tour.
And Tarpon Springs has tons of them, and they sell them in the store.
Oh,
yeah, but this is hard as a rock.
This you know what? This kind of looks really like almost like a dick and balls right here.
Look like a dick and balls. Jess says, how did I not get burnt and all on a 7-day cruise and y'all are burnt and I'm a ginger? Well, did you wear sunscreen? Because I only put sunscreen on my face and I was in the water. I was in the Jeep. So we left at 11. We got home at 5. right? So 6 hours. 6
Yeah,
hours.
we're home about 4:30.
We were in the sun for 6 hours and I applied sunscreen once. That's how. But it'll be a tan tomorrow. And then real conch rasta is so much better than a lobster. Not conch fritters, like a whole conch. I've never had it, but I would love to. And she says,
it's because it looks like a vagina.
Mine is still chilling right now. Oh, Courtney's kids got up again. Those little fuckers. Hey, Courtney's kids, go the fuck to sleep. And he says, y'all hear the talk about Biden dropping out. Well, he was diagnosed with COVID. And I know that Schumer called for him to drop out. I don't know he's official yet. I don't know who they're going to run. Ooh. And then Jess says, what? Yeah, there's been all kinds of stuff. They actually, I just saw in the Senate hearings today, 10 minutes before he went on stage, they knew about the there was a threat. Doug playing music and dad jokes are things that we want.
Nice.
There you go. Yes, they're setting it all up for him to drop out. It's all over. Listen, maybe they have somebody that they're going to pull out of mothballs. Maybe.
Ted Kennedy.
Hear me out. Maybe, there was all these rumors that Trump was going to have, JFK is QAnon and Trump was going to have him run with him and yada, yada, yada. Maybe JFK is alive, but he's going to run on the Democratic ticket.
Oh, and it'll be a showdown.
And they're running against each other, but they were like friends.
But as you know, right? And I'm a lifelong lefty liberal. I can't even believe
that was funny.
Well, here's the thing. I'm supposed. You want me to do that when you talk about
you do
your people?
You do.
I don't go like you're a fucking vampire.
You do. And I was just kidding.
I roll my eyes. Anyways, all right. So here's my disdain with like the Democratic Party. You have a guy.
He is a Democrat, so he can say it's like how black people can call each other the N-word.
You have a guy, civilly liable rapist. So we'll just call it sexual assault. Crazy fraud of a businessman to the tune of $300 million. Then you've got the whole didn't lose the election thing and inciting all kinds of shit to hang his own vice president, and then and you still can't beat him. God damn it! What? How the hell did here's the thing. How do you lose? How do you lose that? Like with that whole setup, do you lose?
All I can say is I do not agree with you, and perhaps you should talk to your friends about what they can bring to the table.
I would like to see somebody bring something to the table.
Well, we'll talk. To
that's what I'm saying. I was like, how do you have that opposition and not be? It should be a no-brainer to convince people.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
okay, but listen. Tell me who they're going to bring to board. They know that it would be too obvious when they cheat if they leave this old ass in there. And Courtney says, and y'all don't get it twisted. I don't like Trump either, but this economy was much better than this bullshit. Listen, I did so he had actually, and my little friend Christina pointed this out. He had he had posted about RFK getting a Secret Service. He had a call with RFK, which was leaked by RFK's son, according to Doug. I did not see who leaked it, but I did see a part of the video, a very edited video, where RFK said basically nothing, and Trump said that he basically told RFK, "Hey, listen, I would love for you to come on, deal with the CDC and the FDA and all that crap. Like, come be a part of the Trump train." And I guess he politely declined, but Trump went on kind of a tear about the issues that we're having in the food systems. And for people who are concerned about that, like me, it's a good sign. I really do hope that our RFK is part of this new round of cabinet, because I think that he could really do some great things. And then Courtney says, she said she doesn't like Trump. And then Jess said, my husband asked if you were ever a session player.
Oh, I'm not good enough to be a session player, but that's a nice compliment. Thank you very much, husband.
And
husband
Tracy
Rich
says, I do like the vagina and clunk.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I like
right
oysters. She said, calm down. It's a joke. Yes. And she says, yes, I heard it 100%. I don't know what you're going with, but yeah, there you go. So we got a couple of things we got a couple of hashtags today. Are you ready? Some hashtaggery? Because we haven't even started and it's 9:00. So Labyrinth is trending because apparently Taylor Swift did a song about Labyrinth or a Labyrinth, and I don't give a fuck. I mean, not that I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift per se. I don't like her or dislike her. But when you hashtag Labyrinth, I'm thinking about fucking David
Bowie. And you know what? That you know, like I knew about it, but it wasn't really on my radar until I married you, and you're like, this is the greatest movie ever.
I love this movie.
And it's really like, how do you not like anything with David Bowie? David Bowie is just.
I got to tell you a funny David Bowie story. So I have this. So my youngest daughter was in first grade, so she was 6 years old, and we had these neighbors we became very friendly with, and the dad's name was Chuck, and he's like a he's Doug's. Well, is he your age? Yeah, he's like
you're younger or older.
So he's Doug's age, and they had kids that were in school with our kids, and shout out to them, and nicest people you'll ever meet. We'd gone over their house one day, and my daughter's in the car, and she goes, "Mom, I really like Chuck," and she said his last name. She goes, "We're just the same," and I go, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "We both love David Bowie and the movie Labyrinth." And so
that's its like, togetherness right there.
You know, there's this Chinese guy, and he's a computer programmer, and he's his late 40s. He was in his late 40s at the time, and my daughter has a lot in common with him. But I'll tell you, if you haven't seen the movie Labyrinth, it's kind of like The Wizard of Oz, but way better. Is it bad to say that it's better than The Wizard of Oz? Am I going to hell for that?
You know what? The Wizard of Oz, for all its greatness,
it's a great film.
The audio on that thing, it's all so harsh. Oh my god! It's like, oh my god, just tone it down.
That's like a whole bunch of people died.
Yeah, and
it was like cursed.
And the snow was asbestos.
They like kill people,
good,
like Labyrinth, like I don't even know
there
what
was
happened.
Julie Garland apparently got abused. And
David Bowie's bulge was disappointing. That's the only thing that I got for Labyrinth, and that hair was. But yeah,
I think there was a picture of David Bowie running around in the nudish. I think I've seen that. I don't know.
What do you mean, like at Labyrinth or in general?
No, just in general.
Yeah, no. David Bowie ran around nude all the time. That's what he does. He's David Bowie. Courtney says, yes, I was happy to hear it. RFK has been my hero in the fight with vaccines. Well, she says vaccines. Yeah, we already had it. We had a video get pulled off of YouTube a while back. So I don't know, Labyrinth. If you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it. It's appropriate for the entire family. Adults will love it. I like it to have a little, and then do a little Labyrinth. It's a good time, but watch it with your kids. Hell, you're in for the night. Why not do both? Right. Watch it with your kids. Get a little baked. Who gives a fuck? Ozzy Osbourne is trending.
What?
Old rock stars or like
look trending. At me. Look at me.
You're just like Ozzy. They have Sharon and Ozzy have been married for 40 years.
Yes.
Today. Happy anniversary to the Osbournes. I know that that marriage has had some ups and downs, and it gives me hope for our marriage because I gotta tell you.
Well, they were together. I don't think they obviously weren't married because it was before that. But then she fucked Randy Rhoads, I think that was the thing. That was like kind of an issue. Yeah.
Now they're even.
Then Randy Rhoads went with a pilot and
he's dead.
And he wanted to buzz the plane where Ozzy and Sharon were, and they didn't only buzz they kind of hit the bus or something, and then the plane went into a barn and he died. It's a crazy story. It was in Florida. It was up near like south of Orlando somewhere.
That's crazy.
But they were buzzing the tour bus to be funny, and boom.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
So Ozzy Osbourne is trending. Do you have a favorite Ozzy moment or story?
An Ozzy moment, probably the show. Like is my favorite.
I loved
Ozzy
the show, but I hated that their daughter Amy didn't want to be a part of it. So they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll just do it without you." Like that's fucked.
Yeah, that was fucked up. And the other thing is, I didn't have cable then, so everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, what you watch more?" So I kind of missed the whole thing. But I don't like Ozzy's music. I can't think of one Ozzy song.
I like Mama, I'm Coming Home. That's a really good song. I like Crazy Train. I don't know. Have you heard Crazy Train?
It's
no.
Train. I don't know. It's not my bag. I didn't actually. The Led Zeppelin stuff too. I didn't even really like.
You hate Led Zeppelin.
Not Led Zeppelin. The Black Sabbath.
You hate everybody.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I like him. I think I find him to be interesting, but I also have some questions about that. I like the Jack and Ozzy's world tour where they were traveling in the.
That was very good.
Yeah, but they stayed in hotels so much. It wasn't like they even stayed in the van. And then I liked Kelly on Fashion Police. I
do like Kelly.
Ladies,
I think she's nice.
Lay the fuck off the Ozempic. You look awful.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Talking about me,
But
I
I
should
love
lay
you,
off the
but, like,
sun.
Don't you think people should lay off the Ozempic already?
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Something's gonna come out on that stuff. I swear to God.
Something's going to come
Like
out?
Zantac was like, remember in the 90s, Zantac, oh, well, you'll never have heartburn again. Just take this every day. And now what? Lawsuits.
It's actually
True
funny
story.
because
I don't make this stuff up.
So today is my friend Darcy's birthday, and this old picture of me,
picture.
I mean, I'm talking like this was probably around 2005-ish, maybe even before that.
You're bringing this up.
That is me right there. That is me.
Look at that.
I don't even know. And Doug said to me, Doug goes, lay off the Ozempic. So there's my friend Darcy. And Darcy recently had gastric bypass, and she's doing great. Let me just tell you something. Our friend Tracy also had gastric bypass. Tracy is here. She's talked about it several times. You are an absolute rock star if you fucking do that. You think it's the easy way out? I'm telling you, it's harder. It's so much harder than just diet and exercise, because once you have that done, not only do you have the recovery, but you basically have to worry about nutrients for the rest of your life. You can't eat while you drink. You have to take supplements,
no soda.
Only so much protein. You can't have bubbles ever again. It's absolute craziness. And I am so happy for my friend that she's doing a little bit better. And I'm so happy for Tracy, because girl looks fantastic.
Look, you look all right with a slinky spine.
When I say a girl looks fantastic, I'm not talking about being skinny. I don't think that anybody wants anybody to be emaciated. I'm saying that she's a healthy weight. She's a beautiful person inside and out, and it glows out of her skin.
It glows out of her vag. All right, so I'm going to do some comments
out of her
here.
vag?
I don't know. Matthew says, doesn't everyone in Hollywood abuse or get abused? Yeah,
pretty much.
That was kind of.
I think that's kind of the deal, right? If you want to do this, you're gonna have to.
That's right.
And so Doug is willing to do that for a record deal.
Nicole is here, says, hiya.
Hey,
you know what? It's Courtney's birthday. You missed her song.
And Doug performed live. It
was good. And her favorite Aussie moment is Sharon. Man, I missed the Osbourne show. I like Kelly. Kelly and Jack seemed pretty good. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, which he was a good friend of mine.
Sharon Osbourne got into it with somebody, was
it Piers Morgan? Was it that thing?
She did, but she got into it with a musician. It was a musician that.
It was
They're a band,
and they
of
owed
hers
him a bunch of money or something.
And they were trying to.
We had just gone through this.
Money.
Was it? It was Insane Clown Posse.
Yes, Insane Clown Posse and Sharon Osbourne have beef, and you know what? We're team Insane ICP Juggalos in the house. Whoop whoop! Ninjas, you're our family.
Nicole says she can sing "Mama, I'm Coming Home."
Please do.
We'll have you on the show one night. You can sing that. And then just as my husband said that Ruzi Sarzo said it was a murder-suicide attempt. He saw Randy and the hairdresser in a commotion in the cockpit, and they were trying to get him to stop. Check out Rudy's story about it.
Ooh,
interesting.
We have to.
Little known fact.
If you could send me a link to that.
Little known fact that Randy Rhoads crashed in the same model, make and model plane, not the same plane, obviously, but the same make and model plane that Buddy Holly died in. Is a V-tail Bonanza.
Stop making that kind of plane.
It's actually nicknamed the Doctor Killer because doctors would buy it to go to their vacation home and they would just crash them.
Doug actually referred to plane crashes in his
song,
Rock and Roll Villain. Which, by the way, if you hadn't heard Rock and Roll Villain,
Rock and Roll Villain is a story about everything that killed rock stars or broke up bands or it's
I'm going to tell you something that is going to make Doug want to murder me with two hands. It gives me "We Didn't Start the Fire" vibes. Dude, just because you list all these things and you have to think about it, it's a really great song. But
well, they're not just facts.
They're
not
gonna kill me.
Not man lands on moon. Johnny Cash marries June. It's stupid facts. It's he embodies it. I am the plane crash. I am the deranged fan. Age 27 on the rock. It's genius. I'm sorry.
It's you. By the way, that song was just played on some radio station in Chicago. Is that the one that we can vote for on 847 The Vault?
The Vault. Yeah, The Vault. If you go on thevault.com. Vault847.com. She'll pull it up. So Tracy did a sleeve and not the gastric bypass. But it is hard. It's still, there's no doubt for sure. And Nicole wishes Courtney a very happy birthday.
So you can just go on here and scroll on down. You see where it says Rock and Roll Villain, Doug Gear?
You hit that green button.
I can't. It'll only let you vote once.
It lets you vote like once every 24 hours because I could do it again today.
Oh, well, it didn't let me do it. So there you go.
Or something.
My computer's gonna just die. Make sure you keep liking that.
So
why is your computer gonna die? What is wrong with you?
So if you go on the Vault 847.com, you can go there and vote for me. Tracy says Jack Osborne now does ghost hunting, and Kelly and Sharon sometimes go with him, but I love it. Then Ozzy, Sharon, and Jack do the Osbornes Want to Believe. I like that Osbornes Want to Believe thing. I think that's actually pretty good. Jess's husband is a musician. Well, get him on down here. Yeah, what do you play? Get him. He plays guitar and drums and a little keyboard. And he makes his own music. Very good. Yeah, can we fly you down here to play the bass?
Oh, wait, stop offering to fly people. We don't have money. You can fly yourselves. We'll put you in the guest room.
Okay, done. I'll give you a gig. And then she wants the Vault 847.
Yeah, and Hookah Bob says you have 34 votes on the Vault 847. Yes, we do. Al Bundy is trending because someone said who were the best fictional football players of all time. And
Polk High School,
Al Bundy
fictional,
all the way.
Fictional.
Because here's
was the Gipper? No, the Gipper was based on a real person. I'm gonna go into the Charger because that's almost dead.
We gonna die. I don't know, but somebody said who's the best football player ever. But then I found this picture. You guys have to see it. It's hilarious. Tracy just sent me something. Tracy, I'll get to that in 1 second. I have to show you guys this picture because it's so fucking funny. I don't know why Doug goes away when I'm trying to do things. Where is it? Fuck. You guys are supposed to babysit me. Okay. Doug is plugging his laptop in, and I found this picture for when Al Bundy, or what's his name? Ed O'Neill. Yeah. When he was on Miami Vice as a coke dealer. You're going to want to look at this before I take it off the screen.
This is amazing. Oh, nice.
He was a coke dealer on Miami Vice.
Hey, Tubbs.
That's a big fucking nose. You try to snort some coke with that, you're in trouble. But
you need more. It's better with a big nose because you can get more in there.
I'm sure he did his fair share of coke in the 80s. I have never done it. It's not even, And she says, I'm willing to take a flight to chill for a weekend. Come on down, girl.
Come on down. She just came back from a cruise. She doesn't need to chill right now. Let her get all worked up again.
Yeah, get worked. Well, she seems to be worked up again now. And that's the thing about life is when you come home from vacation, there's stuff waiting for you. Life's fucking, it's a struggle. And actually that happened to us today. And I was going to talk about that, but we'll get there.
It's a struggle.
Randall said, I shared stopping by to say hi. Love y'all. Dude, it's Courtney's birthday and Doug performed live. We missed you. Come every night. What's wrong with you? Just put your ass in here. We love you. And by the way, all the people watching over on TikTok or wherever you are, we do this live interactive podcast, weeknights at
8 o'clock.
At 8 p.m.
Eastern
time. For those of you who enjoy to know time zones.
Yeah, sure.
And we do it. And the people that come night after night, they're the fucking coolest people you'll ever meet in your life. And I'm not just saying that.
And they all bring something to the table.
Yeah, they do. It's just the most amazing group of people.
Randall brings 8 pork chops at a sitting.
He does. He eats a lot of pork chops, and he has 6-pack abs, and he eats carbs. So go figure. So it's live and interactive. And so what happens is these people who did not know each other, didn't know us. We've all become like a little family. If you want to be a part of that, you want to have a bunch of cool ass people that are your friend, that care about you, that celebrate your birthday with you, that ask you about your life, that support your business. Join the community. Just
the community.
All you have to do is go to Facebook or YouTube and just start talking to people, and boom, you got 50 friends. 50. I don't know how many people we have tonight. How many people are active tonight that these people could be friends?
Active alert.
Luca, Bob, Tracy, Matt, Mark was here. Mark may or may not be your friend. He doesn't come all the time. Jess is new. But she's been making friends with everybody. Matt's friends with everybody. Nicole and Randall are friends with everybody. Courtney, of course. I'm definitely forget.
And look what the cat dragged in.
Everybody is here just doing their stuff, and Uncle Polly's here. Okay, so here is a funny. So my friend Kathy Rugworthy, who does latch hook rugs. You guys have seen our little rugs that we do. Kathy is just a fucking badass chick. I love her so much. Her son Justin just got Employee of the Year. Employee of the Year, which, by the way, if you have ever met Justin, you would not even be a little surprised about that. I met Kathy because I was buying a Bill's pillow for my husband. She is the nicest, most down to earth, humble person you will ever meet in your life. I just love her, and she's just incredibly genuine and compassionate. And so she wrote something about, she wished Uncle Polly a happy birthday. It's Uncle Polly's birthday last week. And I said, oh my God, you guys would get along. Not his birthday. Wished him congratulations on his job. I said, you guys would get along so well. And so like they're friends now. They're going to hang out. So like, there you go. There you go.
Well, we've picked out certain people that can be friends. Like we think they'll be very good friends.
Well, Kathy is like super chill and down to earth, and Uncle Polly's
I've never met her, so I don't.
Down, yeah, Doug hasn't met her, but she's just a really nice
but
person.
She seems like unbelievably nice.
She couldn't be a kinder, more genuine person, and she just has a great laugh, and she's just really thoughtful. And Hookah Bob says, could you imagine all of us together
that would be pretty goddamn great, actually.
I will cook. Well, let me tell you something. I have a lot. That thing keeps going off. I do not have a lot of talents, but I make a fucking amazing Thanksgiving. And Matthew says, I'm very active every night except when she can't wake me up. Oh. Well, weed does that to you. And he said, I'll be on tomorrow for Jackbox. Just been dealing with some self-care right now. I'm proud of you for doing your self-care. I'm thinking of you always. I'm always thinking of all of you guys. Like you're like it's weird to say this because like obviously
she thinks about you. I looked on the toilet. No, I'm kidding.
I do. Oh, but you guys, by the way, today I had 2 shit emojis, like maybe 3. I'm not really sure because I didn't look, but I shit like crazy. I was so excited, but that's not the point.
Look at her. She's got like all this energy now that
I do. You guys, you know, it's weird because a lot of like I have a tremendous amount of respect, but they're also like my babies. Like I worry about them all every day, and you know, you can thank my kids for that. That I worry about you like you're my kids because my kids don't talk to me, so I'm worried about you guys instead.
So Paul said, well, I don't know if you got Rain will be here for Jackbox.
All right.
Paul says, thanks you too. And then Tracy says that would be an epic Thanksgiving. It really would.
So wait, Paul is not back this weekend. So we're not doing the so won't do, okay, again. We'll do it another weekend. And then
Matthew says, you think about me more than my mom.
No, I think, yeah, we think about you more than my mom thinks
Jess
about me and your mom. And
is so ready for Jackbox.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
And
we may have to get going.
Randall has an 8-pack, not a 6-pack, because he's got like some sort of hernia situation going on. I'm kidding. And then Paul says it's pouring ass rain in North Carolina. Is that true? Because we have Jess is also in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, you guys are pretty far. I don't know where you are, but Trace raises a valid point. It would be an epic Thanksgiving. So here's my thing. We need a place to have this epic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe we have like a conference room in Orlando.
We all meet up there.
We meet in like
fuck. I'm just saying, how cool would it be if we did Thanksgiving and like we did like an Airbnb, rented a big house, all of us, and then all went to Disney together?
I think it's funnier if we have it at a hotel, like some conference center, like some cheesy conference center in Orlando that like
or like one of those like strip mall, like one of those hotel, like a motel, like one of those side of the room motels that rents rooms by the hour. And
but then you can't fit everybody in. Like
there are no metal spoons left at the breakfast buffet because people have used them to cook crack. Well, there
crack is whack, people. Remember,
it was raining earlier, but not in my city. Now, dude, there was that fucking tornado in Des Moines. Reached out to my friend whose parents live in Des Moines, and they live in a mobile home. And I'm like, "Oh, are your parents okay?" She's like, "No, I didn't go anywhere near them." I'm like, "How big is Des Moines? Like, how does a tornado go through?" Because I think of Boston. Boston is this big. It's this big. Providence.
Yeah, it's not very big. Yeah, it's not very. Land-wise, it's not big, but there's a lot of people.
So how do you have a tornado go through and not kill your entire family?
Yeah,
but her family is fine. So that's why we can joke about.
So Matthew says a meet and greet would be super cool, and then Jess says checking in for marital hate conference, please. Like at the Sheridan.
Side note, Matthew, anytime you want to come down, just come down.
And Paul says that would be a hoot, and then he says, "Damn vodka thumbs misspelling words." We know what you're talking about. And then Tracy says, bringing back the epic CM company meeting. Oh, wait, this could be a tax write-off.
Oh, I had a great chat with my accountant about this, about the things we can write off and the things we can't. And
sex toys, you can't do it.
It's so funny because she'll tell me no. She tells me no. Yeah, I can write off sex toys if we talk about it on the podcast. Anything we talk about on the podcast, we can write off.
Maybe we'll have a sex toy review evening. And Paul says Des Moines is a pretty good sized city.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been. But her parents are fine, and that's all that matters. What?
If we had it at a hotel, then like they would have to cook it. Like they would have to cook it. It would be like one of those cheesy like Ritz cracker stuffed.
I'm saying we
chicken
get one
breast.
Of those big ass hotel.
Actually, I do love that. By the way,
we could do a marital hate retreat where
We
everybody.
It's a retreat.
A marital.
Oh, now it's a retreat. I like the conference better. It sounds so like formal.
Here's my thing. Like, I want to make enough money.
And we'll have padfolios. It's mandatory to have a leather padfolio with brass corners.
I can tell you this much: if we fucking planned a fucking gathering, and by the way, if this podcast blows up one day, we will do this for the OG Master Haters.
I'm serious. I'm thinking we might have to make this happen now because
we can't afford it, so we would have to charge money for tickets. Everybody would have to split the cost.
I think you give what you can. Well, that's the thing. If we all give what we can, then it depends where we have it. Like, is it Super 8? Is it
If you give what you can, we're all flying into the fucking Waffle House.
So right now, we can maybe have like a kid's birthday party at a bouncy trampoline place.
No, that's too expensive. We could maybe do.
You think that like a bouncy house for an hour?
With the amount of money that's currently in our lives, given the the cash flow situation, we could take one kid to Chuck E. Cheese. So, which one is your favorite? We'll take one kid to Chuck E. Cheese. We got the comments.
So, So she just says yes, LMAO. Show up in suits, but random ass colors. Yeah, it would.
Doug has a purple one.
Be amazing.
$68 on Amazon. Cool. It's so cool.
I would come no matter what. She says, and then Hookah says we all chip in. Matthew says $1,000 a ticket, and I'll bring my kid, and maybe Jess's husband and I will provide musical entertainment.
No, hear me out. So I've been trying to get a hippie commune together. So like, what's going to happen is y'all going to fly down for some sort of event, and you're never leaving because we're just going to build a hippie commune. We will, if we did an event, we would have like day one, like we would do like some fun dorky icebreaker games. We have like gift bags for everyone, and of course there would be some branded Hookah Bob products.
Hang on, what if we did fleece vests like every company?
We live in fucking Florida. Why would we do a fleece vest?
Well, not everybody lives in Florida.
Oh my god, how cool! So like, I wear the heart-shaped sunglasses, and Doug has these clear ones. All the girls would get the hearts, and the boys would get the clear, and everybody could get some solar recovery would be in your bag, and this is gonna happen one day, y'all. Solar recovery will be in your bag. I will put some essential oils in there, a diffuser for your room, a squatty potty for your room. You need that. Some Charmin toilet paper because hotel toilet paper, no bueno.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Doug would sing for everybody. He would make you breakfast in bed.
I'm not making these.
Why not? You're not going to make deviled eggs for these motherfuckers?
Because I'm walking in a hotel room and hookah bar. You never know what you're going to see that you can't unsee.
They've had to watch this fucking podcast every night. True. It's only fair. Yeah. Like the way that we have exposed these poor people to, if you walk into the room and Courtney's not fucking an elephant, you should be fucking considering yourself lucky. She likes big dicks, and she like this big. It would break her in half, but she would be like,
"Don't judge, yes, don't judge her."
I'm not judging her.
You're judging her. You're like,
it's not for me,
but
not for to each his own. But Courtney likes a big dick, and she's a little tiny person, and it would break her in half.
Right.
So
all right, so. I want to backtrack because
it is 8:29. We have hashtags too. But go ahead.
Tracy had mentioned that the company we used to work for used to send us to our company meeting for like 2-3 days in January in Newport. It's freezing. You can't do it's an oceanside city. So, anyways,
it's the comfort of your own home. Get a babysitter. Leave your sick ass wife by herself. Go freeze your balls off, and then maybe one of your colleagues gets felt up by another colleague.
Things happen,
and then they give him a raise.
Things happen, but I guess unbelievably great people there. But like, it's funny. We hated going to that thing. Everybody complained about going to that thing.
And now you love it.
And now we all miss it. And I was talking to somebody. I think it might have been Tracy's. Like, how could we ever imagine that we would miss going to Newport in January?
I was saying that you should put the old CM team back together because it seems like not a lot is happening with the
we could probably
the new team.
We could actually, a lot of them are together. They're 2 people here, 3 people there, that kind of thing.
But herein lies the bottom line. So how about none of it? How about if
we learned from Tracy and I can bring and I designed all the graphics and the theming and the drive the fives.
You do that for our gathering.
We have experience.
And we could take all the people we like for that company and have them work for the podcast.
I'll put Manny. No, it's funny because there's certain people that we really like from that company, and then there's people that maybe we do. And I want to find out who Tracy doesn't like in that company.
You guys need to have a conversation
because everybody loved Tracy, everybody loved me, but then there was a few people that were like a little bit on the fence. is all I'm saying.
I have some stories. Courtney Tracy says, Pimp Daddy Doug, and Hookah Bob says, Chuck E. Cheese, we can get drunk and beat up the bear band. I like that shit.
I don't like any band getting beat up.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if we win the lottery, I'm gonna have animatronics all over my fucking house. It's gonna be like Disney World. And when we win the lottery, which is gonna be Friday night we're winning the lottery.
So
Matthew's not allowed on airplanes.
That's a long story. It was probably his hairy butthole that clogged the airline toilet. I don't know. I just made that up.
This is the way we treat our loyal viewers.
It's too hot for the fleece vest. Okay,
yeah, no, right. For sure. Uncle Paulie is laughing his ass off, which is good, or he's laughing out loud. Hookah Bob says, will Trainwreck be in the bag? Trainwreck is a strain of marijuana that I was on one night, or I'm occasionally on. Tonight I am on Mud. And Hookah Bob wanted to know if there's Trainwreck. I believe I gave you some Trainwreck. There's letters on those like little tags on the strains I gave you. Let me know what they are, and I'll tell you which strains they are. I thought I had told you. And Tracy says, it's always on my birthday in January. I will take it. I loved it. Okay, wait, Tracy, I know when your birthday is, but I'm forgetting. Uncle Paulie, Tracy, my birthday is in January. Does that make you an Aquarius? When is it in January? We must know.
I will say this about going to Newport. Anytime I go to a hotel, it was usually with you and Noelle. And Noelle would just kind of dump all her cosmetics and clothes everywhere. Like, and half the room would be like a disaster area.
Yep.
And so it was always good to go, and I could keep my things like nice and neat.
I like to unpack and get cozy when I go to a hotel.
Cozy.
Kathy says, hi,
Kathy Worth is here. We were just talking about you.
Just talking about you, but y'all, we're going to do it again. Ready? So our good friend, I went on a whole tirade about how awesome you are. Yeah. I went on a whole thing about it. Our friend Kathy has an amazing son, Justin. Kathy is, and I'm saying again the same thing I said, but I probably said it longer, so you should watch it later. She's the most down-to-earth, genuine person you will ever meet in your life. She has a great sense of humor. She's so thoughtful. She's so kind, so generous. I just fucking love her. And she has raised the most amazing young man. I have been so impressed with Justin. You can have like a deep conversation with this kid, like a deep conversation. Like the kid is
But he's not a kid anymore, is he?
Well, he's a kid relative to me.
Oh, okay, all right.
The kid is
he's a young man.
He's a young man, but he's dropping like truth bombs. Like he's like a philosopher in his own way.
That's what you're saying.
Like if honestly, if I were gonna want advice on how to do something in my life and what to do about something in my life, I would call Justin.
Oh, he's like a
Justin,
soothsayer.
Where were you this morning? Yeah. I could have used you. So in any case, Justin just got Employee of the Year from his company. Woot. Everybody, yeah! Go Justin! Can I tell you something, Justin? Though, not even a little surprised. Not even the tiniest bit. Do you remember our talk? They believe in you. I believe in you. You're gonna do fucking amazing things.
But and maybe not swear when you do them.
He's a grown ass fucking man. He wants to say fuck.
All right. Well, I don't know. That's up to his mom.
Unless his mom's there and she watches.
His mom might. Yeah, his mom might be.
Listen, I will tell you. I have.
He's 25. He can say that.
I have never heard a mom as proud and appreciative of her son as I have Kathy. I just can't. What an amazing people. And we were saying how you became friends with Uncle Paulie, so we're excited about that. And then of course,
so Paul said, "Hey there."
Hi, Justin. And then, is there anyone that doesn't like Doug? They should be drowned in the nearest shallow puddle.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, he's very likable, but I'm less likable.
Is a shallow puddle considered like a toilet? That you could drown somebody in a toilet.
You can drown Doug in just about anything.
You can swim. Yeah.
This shell has some water in it, so I'm gonna put him right
there.
Uncle Paulie said, "Hey," and he said, Matthew's laughing about his hairy butthole.
Well, struggle is real.
January 13th, Trace is a Capricorn, cusp of Capricorn. Aquarius is Uncle Paulie. Corn is the most resilient vegetable. Corn, be very, very cautious about corn. And here's why I will tell you. Well, most of it's GMO. It's going to fuck you up. Yeah. You're not going to digest it. And it's not going to do anything good for you.
Well, nobody's digesting it fully.
That's true. Uncle Paulie says, mine's the 19th. My daughter is the 20th. So I will almost remember you. Matthew says masticating doesn't
phase the corn, baby.
I do like the word masticating.
Oh, it's a great word
because it sounds like masturbating, but you know. And yeah, he's 25. And then Jess says, I am one person from 400 likes on my Facebook page. Someone go to my page and hit like, laughing my ass off.
I think I already did it. Dude, I can do it on my personal.
Virtue Rit, if anybody could go over and if anybody could go to Virtue Rit's page and give her a like, she's trying to get She's trying to get 1,500 followers. She's got a giveaway she's doing. She's giving away Amazon gift cards. Go to her page. Check her out. It's Virtuit and you're done. Is that Doug is number 500?
Let's see if I win a prize. I think it's 400.
Right now it's just you have 399 likes. It's not followers.
Subscribe. That's it costs money.
Likes.
I don't have any money.
Likes are different than.
All right, so I did following. How do I like it?
Than a follow. I don't know.
I followed
and
you.
She says my birthday is.
I don't know what the hell to do.
March 8th. Well, that just passed. Uncle Paulie's laughing. That's the important thing. What concerns me about corn is if you chew it, but it comes out whole. How does that happen? It's like regenerative, like a.
Look, you're the forensics expert.
He says, and Kathy says, "Hey, Paulie, and everyone, corn off the cob turns the cob on the cow." I watched a lady today.
No, actually, cob turns to corn on the calf. Cob. C-O-V.
Corn off the cob turns to corn on the cob. Damn it, vodka Tums. I don't know what he said. Don't sub, just follow and laugh at my ass off.
I followed you.
Sub costs money.
Look, I know you. What the hell?
I don't know what to.
I can't. It doesn't let me like it.
But I do. Like this? I already liked it.
All right, I'll like this. Boom! I liked it. Haha.
So, also trending is Adidas.
I'm a big Adidas fan.
He is, but guess what? He's got to wear the old man shoes now. He wears the hookahs.
Until my feet are better.
Not to be confused with the hookah bobs. But would you feel better if you called them hookah bobs?
No, they're hideous shoes. I hate them.
$200 sneakers, but they are very comfy, and they stopped him from having the problems. They have more support than the. I
had an old pair of Adidas that they don't make anymore.
But your Adidas back in the day came from where?
My friend George would get a new pair of Adidas every year for school, and he'd give me his old ones. So I would wear his year-old, and they were actually a size too small. So that's how bad I wanted to wear the Adidas, and so my parents didn't have to spend money on shoes. So.
And the funny thing is that you had met a girl at one point and went to her house, and her family judged Doug
by
for having old shoes.
My ripped up sneakers. And like at that point in my life, I'm just like oblivious to whether something was ripped or what. Like I had it, right? Like I had shoes, so that was. It wasn't even just the idea of the Adidas; it was like the shoe itself.
Well, here lies the point. I ask that you judge me by the enemies that you made. I made somebody who would say that about a 17-year-old kid can suck my dick.
So here's the other thing. So my dad was like around the same shoe size as me, but he would wear them. Like he would take them and wear them and go do things. And
they were family shoes.
So this is like its value. It's like
but they just don't have enough support for you. So you can wear them for decorative purposes, but not say long walks on the beach.
Yes.
And Uncle Polly says hi, and Virtuit is laughing her ass off. She says, my hub and I have those shoes. And Tracy has them too. And I asked old men what shoes they wear. Old man shoes are the best. Yeah, no, hookahs. They're $200. Hookahs. They come in all different styles. Tracy has weird ones.
She has weird ones because she's a weirdo.
No, they have a different back end. I didn't like the girl who sold him these shoes. I wish he had gotten to try on the Tracy ones because they're like stabilizing, which Tracy needs and Doug does not necessarily. But the woman at the store was basically like, oh, it was weird. Didn't you find her to be, I don't know.
What, the lady?
Yeah, I did not love her. Yeah. This is a good look for me. It's almost like a beret.
It's like a...
Do I look like... I
don't know what that
Johnny
looks
Carson when he does.
Yeah, a little bit.
And he says, "Don't touch my rainbow flip flops. Those are not shareable. I'm going to need to see pictures of those. You need to grow one to suck it." You know, I don't have one.
Oh,
I have a bigger dick than most men. That's for sure. I actually have a video that I put out today about lesbians and how they're better at being men than men are, and that Trace and Beck should open like a little clinic where they teach men how to be better at being men. Like a lesbian open.
I think that's offensive to the men who are all women. Those women are fine examples of women.
I'm saying a lot of women have become incredibly feminized or don't know how to.
Oh, you think men are men feminized?
A lot of men have become very feminized, and
like Matthew.
Can you just let me finish my
story?
Sorry,
I'm just picking up Matthew.
A lot of men have become very feminine, and they don't know how to court. It's a lost, dying art. These men weren't taught by their fathers because so many men were raised without fathers. And these lesbians, their fucking thirst traps are killing it. Dude sending dick pics. Lesbians are sending pics of them fixing stuff. I'm just saying. The lesbians know what they're doing. And they're like, I'll take you out. I'll buy you this. I'll buy you that. And you can have my wardrobe and fit clothes. And I don't know, some good stuff. And then of course, Jess says my new desk comes on Wednesday, and then I'm going to be going live more often.
Fancy.
Get it, girl. So I got to tell you this: I am the fucking worst because we've just been boom, 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 straight out. And unless I know about something,
Hey, I
even
follow
then I'm
you.
50-50.
What else
we did follow you, but we'll do our best. Trey says I did see that clip. Yeah, and the one where I said the OG. I always refer to you guys. You guys, honestly, you're part of the show. It's great. Cardi B is trending, and I wanted to take this opportunity for Doug to sing us some Cardi B because he loves Cardi B's Up song.
Oh, that song is a good jam.
Good.
If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. It's a good song.
He loves him some Cardi B. Also because he's like attracted to black women. And,
I really like the black ladies.
Yeah. Switch 2. Apparently the Nintendo Switch, they're coming out with a new one because the software is like somewhat antiquated. We just barely got our fucking first Switch.
Yeah.
Now they're coming out with another one. That's craziness.
I like it.
They didn't say when, and then they finally made like a Nintendo licensed charger thing. Who the fuck knows? Hulk Hogan's trending because he is at the RNC. So we have like and Doug, I would like you to reserve your. I'm going to go on my own little tirade. You already had yours.
Who can I hear, brother?
Okay,
like he's doing
I'm
his
not
whole
there. I'm
shtick.
not watching. I'm sure it's going to go viral as fuck. But here we have. Donald Trump has always been in the public eye. He had these very public divorces. I remember Ivana Trump going on Geraldo. I remember watching that episode. Then of course he's been in all these movies, and he was a reality star and an investor and a billionaire and bankrupt and back and forth. And so then now we've got Hulk Hogan at the RNC. Like the party is changing. The party is changing. But
they went from Chachi on Happy Days to Hulk Hogan. So they're getting with the times.
Even more surprising to see at the RNC. Not if you've been following it all, but it's a bunch of old Republican senators from Middle America there with Kid Rock performing. I gotta tell you, I love Kid Rock. I've seen him live. He puts on a fucking fantastic show. Listen, if you're not a Kid Rock fan, you will be after going to see Kid Rock live. It's amazing. And the people watching, I saw him in Tampa. Oh my God, it was sick. But the bottom line is, it's interesting to see the world changing. I hope it's changing for the better, and not just on the surface level that Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan are showing up at the RNC. But I'm hoping that we're going to see some changes because I think it's the only hope we have. But again, let's all live on a hippie commune together. Like, listen, if we did a retreat and you know that there's going to be train wreck and solar recovery and essential oils and a stool and bath products and, everything that we can, maybe Kathy will make everybody a little pillow, whatever it is, imagine what a hippie commune with us would be like. We're already talking about Thanksgiving. Let's figure
we'd have like festivals. We had the festival of something. Yeah. Like just cause.
Yeah.
Festival of
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
What was Massachusetts trending for? I was like, God damn it. What is our stupid state done now? We don't live in Massachusetts anymore.
So while you look that up, I'm going to catch up. So Tracy did see the lesbian clip. Matthew says him feminized. He just learned about feelings in the last year, which is, you're making progress. That's good. Paul says, I'm a les trapped in a man's body. So Paul you're good. You're good. Tracy says she's got to go to bed. So she says, I'm in so much pain. I love you guys, and I'm thankful for both. I made cheese quesadillas for dinner, and they were so good. Yeah. And I'm thankful for my bed, which I'm about to crawl in. So hopefully she gets some nice sleep there, and we're good to go. She says she's laughing her ass. Jess is laughing her ass
Trace,
off.
watch the Hillbilly Elegy movie when you have a minute. It was amazing.
Kid Rock is awesome. He lives close, and Kane Brown lives across the street. I don't know who Kane Brown is. But that's cool.
Can you get Doug an agent, please? Because we
we find some people in Nashville that want a good song. Then Jess says my hub is trying to learn how to play solitaire. Someone guess how old he is. LMAO.
29.
Yeah, right in there. Probably 30. I would say 30. Matthew guesses 18, and it's not 18 because that's what they call barely legal. I will tell you that much right there. If you learned anything from that Epstein fella.
They're having an issue in Massachusetts where dozens of migrants and homeless were dropped off at an MBTA stop because Massachusetts emergency center shelters are full. But that wasn't what I was looking for. There was something else that was Massachusetts. That's pretty fucked up, though. There was something else.
It was a bunch of great whites.
Hundreds of demonstrators turned out in Boston to protest the Massachusetts State House rejection. No, that was last week. So it must just be the migrants. What
crazy storms up there too.
What the fuck is going on in Massachusetts? That's all I have to say about that. There was something else though that was Massachusetts, and I can't remember what the fuck it was. And then Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart, dead, old dude, good run, made everybody laugh, had multiple successes with sitcoms, and yeah, it was. So
everybody knows. So here's the thing that's crazy: is all these young kids know him from
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory, and people know him from Elf.
Oh yeah, Elf. He was fantastic.
We know him because we're old, and I didn't really watch it, but I was familiar with it. It was Newhart.
Well, then, but even in the 70s, he it was an inn in Vermont that he had.
And there was Daryl, and this is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl, and they made a guest appearance on Coach.
Yes, they did. And I will say this: prior to that, in the 1970s, he had a show where he was a psychologist or psychiatrist. His wife was played by Suzanne Plachette. And that was a whole different show, whole different people. Marsha Cross was the secretary. It was not Marsha Cross. What was her name? Marsha Wallace. Marsha Wallace was the secretary.
It's funny you should say Marsha Cross because he made an appearance on Desperate Housewives. Marsha Cross was on the show. He played Terry Hatcher's mother's boyfriend.
Yeah. So all right. So on the last episode of the Newhart, when he was in Vermont in the 80s, early 90s, the last episode, they have him in bed and he wakes up and goes, "I had a terrible dream." And then he looks over at his wife, and it was Suzanne Plachette from the previous series, and they said it was one of like the most surprising like twists. So like that whole Vermont thing like never happened.
That's amazing.
And it just went back to the thing.
He was also in Elf and Legally Blonde 2, In and Out. He was on Murphy Brown.
He was on
Bob. He was Newhart, Gary Shandling, Insight, The Rescuers. He was one of the voices. He's done a lot of voice work. Hot Million, Captain Nice, Alfred Hitchcock Hour, Hell is for Heroes. He plays Private James Discro. That's back in 1962.
Yeah.
So that motherfucker had a good career. It sounds like he had a good life. Congratulations to Bob Newhart. I'm so sorry to your family for their loss, but death isn't sad for the living. No. For the dead, it's sad for the living.
He had a good he had a good run. So Matthew is learning solitaire and he's 35. He learned solitaire with physical cards. But he's trying to on an app. It's funny. You should film that because
I've been doing that app.
That's paper
cash.
question
You don't
mark.
win shit. You don't win shit.
And Kathy says, "May Bob rest in peace." And Jess says, "The wording just threw me off." He's not 30 or 29 or 30. So Matthew is 35 and he's learning. So
you can all learn whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Just keep learning every day for the rest of your life. That's the important thing. We love the Juggalos. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
I have Lyme.
Whatever.
Natural health is my jam. If you have some sort of health issue, reach out. I'll do what I can to help you out. I'm not a doctor, but I've been sick long enough that you figure some fucking shit out. Conspiracy. Actually, dare I?
No.
Okay, I saw a conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory about the shooter and Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, there was one thing I saw today that I was not very happy about.
Okay, but
you can show that, but I will talk about the thing that made me not so happy.
Yeah, but if it makes you not that happy, like, why would you talk about it? Because I never even talked about the thing that made me not happy today, which I still haven't worked out. We're gonna have to figure out at some point. I was gonna show you. Oh wait, I see something. Tracy sent me a message with the 99 stars. Oh, so thoughtful of you, both Matthew and Tracy. Thank you for your help. So yeah, that's we had our usual stuff. ADHD, weed. I am on it, although I'm not really feeling much tonight. We're not swingers, but people think we are. We are on the Unicorn Landing app, so it's going to confuse people. We're on the Unicorn Landing app because
that's why those cars have been driving by slow.
It's possible. The Unicorn Landing app, folks, the Impulsive Duo have been on the podcast. Nice folks, and they're doing some great stuff. Comedy, marriage, streaming, Gen X. That's us. Bills Mafia. Go Bills. Florida Man because he's from Florida. Dark humor because it goes off the fucking rails.
It does.
And all of that stuff. It's 9:50. If I had anything else I wanted to talk about, I'm not fucking getting to it tonight, even though I had the hiccups and Stacy for president. I have some more campaign promises to make and the lyrics for Pour Some Sugar on Me, but we're going to have to come back. By the way, everybody keep Cindy in your thoughts. She is traveling up to Virginia. She's not going to be back till Sunday.
Oh.
She had to get on a plane today. I don't know about you guys, but I don't love getting on a plane. What could I have done better today? I went to bed last night really upset. I went to bed the night before kind of upset. I should have journaled. I meditated both nights. I woke up this morning and I meditated. I didn't journal, but I did force myself to do my affirmations. I just been having a hard time because I'm a lot and I'm opinionated and I'm very mama bear and I have a tendency to see a problem and jump in and solve it, like Vanilla Ice. And I don't want to ever hurt anybody or make anybody feel bad, but I'm always trying to be better myself. So I'm always trying to make the people around me better and help them in whatever way I can, because that's how I see life. But sometimes that can be a lot for other people. And this morning I just sat here and like cried and cried and cried because I was like, well, I want to be me. I like who I am, but it seems like all I do is make other people mad. And so I was really bummed out about it, and I cried, and I didn't feel like I had a solution. I still don't feel like I have a solution. And I was like, I'm going to just be by myself, or like, I shouldn't do the podcast anymore. Or like, yeah, like I should just be and never talk to anyone again. Everybody hates me. And then I realized, like, if I'm not myself, then what the fuck is the podcast? Just Doug playing the guitar. He's not going to do it by himself. Well, maybe we could try it, but you know, it's something I struggle with. I struggle with being myself and realizing I'm imperfect, and I'm willing to admit my flaws, and I'm always working on myself. But you know, sometimes the fact that like Doug and I are so different, or that like because I'm ridiculous, I get targeted by the trolls. It gets to me. So I probably could have not been hysterical this morning. I don't know, but you were very helpful. I appreciate it. Well, you tried really hard, and I appreciated that you were trying.
Friendship for everyone.
And then I felt really good. I got a ton done today. I didn't get as much podcast stuff done as I would like, and I have to go do it as soon as we're done. Because I was talking to my friend Christina, and I'm glad I talked to Christina because I kind of needed to catch up with her. I still don't know what's going on in her life, but we talked a little bit about the election and whatnot. And I solved the dinner problem. I cooked dinner.
No, she didn't.
Doug cooked dinner.
No, I know I didn't.
When we order takeout, we call it cooking dinner.
Okay.
There's this place. I don't know what it's called.
La
Casita in Fort Myers. It's cheap.
It's on the way home.
$28. We get Mexican for 2 meals for 2 people.
We eat half for dinner
and half for lunch.
Half for lunch the next day. It's unbelievable, and it's really good.
It's really good. But if you order the Polo Loco, which is my favorite dish, for takeout, get extra sauce.
So, anyways, they gave me an extra queso. And the queso and the chips.
Not too shabby.
But we're pretty good.
My fucking queso. I love how you're eating my queso.
You know what?
Could you have done anything better today?
Not eating your queso.
There you go. Is there anything else you could have done better today? We try to reflect on our day.
I probably could have got up
we're
earlier.
Not beating ourselves up about
yeah,
shit.
That's probably it. Yeah, I was juggling a bunch of stuff. But no, I think I did. I wish I put sunscreen on better on my face, which would have helped. But
yeah, I could have replied.
But I think what I'm going to do, and what I'm going to do is go to bed when we get done with this, and then I'm going to get up super early and work on my little project because I have a meeting at like 9:30, and I'm supposed to show progress. And I told them that I had a thing, and I went to the beach. That was my thing.
Had a thing is going to the beach with your fucking wife who had to stay in bed all weekend because she was sick as fuck.
So, anyways,
your thing could have been a wedding. You could have been.
Right. It could have been. Hey, I was outside. Yeah, I was working a part-time job.
You could have been you could have been a pallbearer at a funeral. You could have been at you could have been at the RNC. You could have been anywhere. It's none of their fucking business. You don't work for them. You told them you
liberal, get him out, lock him up.
That would never happen. People are nice.
People are nice.
I'm telling you, they're nice. Okay, so I don't know, like we just try to recap, like look back at your day and think about all the things you accomplished. And like, there's probably a few things that you fucked up, but like what, rather than beat yourself up about tomorrow and the next day, and the next day.
Your next day is an opportunity to do better.
We're going to release it today and we're going to learn from our fuck ups. We're going to learn from our fuck ups.
It's all good.
So listen, we finally got to the beach. I got some podcast stuff done. I didn't get something to the account that I was supposed to get her yesterday. So I'm the worst, but I'm not in a hurry. And Doug, what?
We
went to the beach. We had a good time. We made friends with strangers. We swam with dolphins.
So by the time we got there,
YouTube video.
What time did we get there? At 11:30?
Yeah, about.
From 11:30 to the time we left at 3:30. She was in the water. She hadn't drank or eaten anything that whole time, and she's swimming around.
Had a great time. I shit today. That's the important thing. Anytime I shit, I feel well.
I'm glad you didn't shit in the ocean because that would have been.
I did not shit in the ocean, but y'all, I would love to hear what you could have done better today and what you're grateful for.
Let's catch up on these comments.
And then Matthew says, y'all just noticed a lot more people are charging the used plastic discount if you pay with paper money. For a long time, money was in a number and a computer screen. Glad things are headed back in a physical direction. I am not seeing that down here.
No, sometimes they'll do it with gas. Every once in a while, they'll do it with gas because they're probably.
I wouldn't even know how to get cash at this point. I guess there's some money in the Bank of America account. So you go to the Bank of America and pull money out. I actually have $1,000 check sitting there that we need to deposit. Jess says, I feel like I should not have called out of work today, but my voice was gone and I need my voice for work. And at least I mailed off the shirts and dropped off the other
Oh, that's
shirt
good. You made
for a
it.
local drop
You made it work.
off. So there you go. Tomorrow you'll
work.
do better. And just says, please keep the podcast because it saved me. Okay, fine.
Oh, fine. We'll do it.
And if you could just listen, guys, anytime you can share a clip or tell your friends, like whatever.
Or vote for a song.
Vote for a
good.
song.
I'll
Anything
follow
you do
you.
to support us. Like we're here to support you guys. And of course, like at some point in time, I'm gonna have to blow my brains out for money if we don't make money with the podcast. But I believe that it's.
I don't know. I'm really liking the
believe it's
idea
gonna
of
be
this Thanksgiving or the retreat.
Yeah, but
or
that's
like the conference.
I don't even know. What to
We're
say
gonna call it
about
the
that.
conference.
And then Jess says, I plan to be better tomorrow and going to work and be there and on time to the best of my ability. Girl, you've got this. It's going to be an awesome day.
So,
by the way, I'm writing I have my affirmations written down. And I'm saying them in the mirror. I did it this morning. I looked at my phone while I said them, and that's fine.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I know that she does her virtual resume thing.
Yeah, I don't know what else she does.
So if her other job is in that realm, it's probably extra boring. Is what I'm saying.
We don't know
what you do. So like maybe you might work at a CVS. We don't know.
By the way, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Girl, do porn.
Oh, and I'd watch that.
And Kathy says, great day. Spoke with Stacy and made a new friend. Yes, you did.
Nice.
I will say, I get a text today.
Yeah.
From Huddy.
Yeah.
Telling me about how he got baked. And I'm like, Huddy got baked. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, well, hold up. I got a bunch of shit here from Hookah Bob. You're going to love him. You guys are going to ride bikes together. He's amazing. And Hookah Bob's like, I think you sent this to the wrong person. Apparently, Huddy is not, in fact, getting baked. It was Hookah Bob. And I was just, I was in the water all day, hadn't eaten anything. Get back to the card. I have 97 texts. Sorry for everybody I didn't get back to in a timely fashion. If I don't answer in a timely fashion, I'm either dead or in the water. Matthew says, I shit at least 2 times a day. Go fuck yourself.
Good for you with Mr. Corn.
Oh, I get to shit all the
Mr.
time.
Corn.
And then Jez says, I'm in law enforcement. That's
lady cop. Are you a lady cop? Because that's hot.
All I do here is talk about drugs in law enforcement. She says
she's not a cop. By the way. God damn it.
So it's actually funny. Journey with Jen's Babes is a dispatcher.
She's a dispatcher. Yeah.
Tracy has extensive forensics training. And I'm gonna commit a crime. I don't know what it's.
Did you get Hookah Bob's here about how he loves the idea of having a conference?
Getting together at a conference.
It's going to be. It could be like marital hate 25. 25 reasons why you will.
Doing a marital hate tour. We're on a world tour. We'll just show
up. Would be good. Yeah. Well, if we win the lottery, we'll go on tour. But
show up.
I do like the central located thing where everybody comes like to a like a powwow.
I'm just saying. Could you imagine? I want to do like a hangout where we all do like what do you call it?
Yoga.
We all get together and like have meals and music and
we could probably put some sort of like thing like it could be a tax write-off too, but like if we have some sort of forum to like solve certain world problems, like maybe we have one on the menstrual tank. We could have that, right? That's a quorum because the ladies, I think ladies' input into that would give it a nice, like a softer feel. Like I think I want it square, but I think the ladies might want it oval or something like a Dove bar.
She's considered the little sister of the LEO. What's the LEO? Law Enforcement Officers. Oh, that's sweet. Are you like a meter maid?
Are you like a Cub Scout? No, I'm sorry.
Bob says find a banquet center.
We're gonna have a banquet center where like little leagues have their banquet dinner.
We'll do it at the fucking VFW. The drinks are $2 a piece at the bar. I'm not a drinker, but if you guys want to drink.
But I think it'd be like hysterical if you brought our ragtag bunch to like some fancy conference center that's all like super professional. She says probation officer.
She's a.
Do you know Dog the Bounty Hunter? No, does that guy live around here?
I don't know.
Dog the Bounty Hunter. I think he lives down here. No, I know like that.
I actually have a question for you about.
You're a PO.
We have a friend who's. We're wondering if he's in or out right now. It's a whole story. So I'm gratitude.
Okay, gratitude.
I am grateful. Dude, you guys were so active tonight. That is always my favorite. There's only 63 people watching, but we had a fucking fire of a conversation. It was funny because yesterday we didn't have as many people and it was bumming Doug out. And then Doug being bummed out was bumming me out. And it's a vicious circle. So the more you guys chat, the more fun it is. You're part of the show. You get an opportunity to share your little view of the world with everyone. And we just have a damn good time. Like I watch other people's lives and I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing? And we're just having a great time.
You know what? The thing is, if my friends had a podcast, I'd want to watch it. You know, even if I didn't know them.
It's actually interesting because our friends
they're talking about titties and shit. Like,
people who we thought were our
totally
friends
watch that.
don't really watch the podcast. And listen, I fully believe that this podcast is going to blow the fuck up. We're going to be Stern. We're going to be Rogan. We're going to be whatever. And we're going to be Jelly Roll Bunny. And when it does, all the people that we thought were our friends that couldn't be bothered to fucking support us, oh well. You can buy tickets through Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be in the fucking front row.
We'll take care of these people.
And, we might give you a lap dance. Just as I'm grateful for my health, my husband for helping me clean my office.
Nice.
Derek Bonner helping me with my office too. And I'm thankful for my home and my job. Yeah, I'm thankful. Dude, I'm thankful that we got to the beach today. I'm thankful for the cool people we met. I'm thankful for the dolphins. I'm thankful for the shells. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for new friends that I make every day on the internet, because those are kind of the best friends.
That's some nice words on TikTok that like the podcast.
Yeah, people telling us that we were meant to do this.
Nice.
And I'm thankful for all these shells, and I'm thankful that I'm just thankful.
I am grateful that you were able to turn your day around. I was grateful that we got to the beach. I'm grateful that we met some great people at the beach. I'm super grateful for all the people that voted for my song on 2 different stations. And
Thank
it's
you guys.
and online. I had like people that I went to high school with are voting for this thing. So I'm hoping that we make some progress into that top 5.
I'm curious as to who all's voting and how many votes.
I want to know how many.
And if there's anybody who isn't one of our friends, or our friends through the podcast, or our friends, people that we know, that has voted for the song, I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
I just got a wave of stomach pain, so
she might shit.
We're fucking grateful for you guys.
Yeah, grateful for everybody.
Tracy and Kathy and Matthew and Virtuit and Courtney
and
of course
Polly,
Randall and Nick Williams
and Nicole and Jess,
Polly and Jess and Kathy and Justin's there too.
And Jen's fave,
Courtney and Jen's faves, and
Matthew.
So
of course,
Matthew.
Matthew.
We had a producer. That's one of the jobs that they would do, is to make us a
thank
list
you,
of
Jess,
everybody
for
who's watching.
She said she's been voting, so thank you.
Thank you, I
so
appreciate it.
Oh, and Hookers Bob was grateful to hear Doug sing live. Actually,
that was
that was a nice
We're so
little
grateful
addition.
to your friends. And did you do your gratitude? I don't even remember.
I talked about people voting for my song, you turning your day around.
Nipple cream? You thankful for nipple
I'm thankful for not having to cook dinner. And I'm thankful for thankful for being able to work things around and have a day for us. We needed it. We definitely needed it.
Y'all, it is 10:03. We're going to fucking bed.
So
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Jackbox, motherfucker.
Oh,
the best way to play is with 2 devices, but you can play with one. Just make sure you sign in through YouTube. It's the best way to do it.
Do what you got to do.